the show begin. Golden beers and Belvederes, good pours, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. Whiskey, wisdom, and a straight tale. Cedar, emmer, oak, and char. A little truth and a little trouble. You never know how deep we'll go. Talking bottles, blades, and beard oil blends. Old traditions and the latest trends. Some nights get thoughtful, some go off the rails. But every good bar leaves a story to tell. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is shutting. Let the show begin. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, good pours, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. No suits, no scripts, no velvet rope. Just honest talk and a little smoke. From the first sip down to the final call, there's always room here for one and all. There's always room here for one and all. The glasses are filled, the mics are hot, the room is ready. Give it all we've got. Adam, Paul, and Jerry tonight. Three voices underneath the light. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, good pours, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. Grab a pour, settle in. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, let the show begin. Amber in the glass, smoke in the air. Three friends at the table, pull up a chair. The lights are coming on, the bottles are cracked. Once the conversation starts, there ain't no turning back. Adam brings the heat, Paul breaks the grid. Sherry keeps it moving, let the night begin. From the first good pour to the final word, you never quite know what you're gonna hear. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is ready. Let the show begin. Golden beers and Belvederes, good pours, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. Whiskey, wisdom, and a straight tale. Let the show begin. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Good boys, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. No suits, no scripts, no velvet rope. Just honest talk and a little smoke. From the first sip down to the final call, there's always room here for one and all. There's always room here for one and all. The glasses are filled, the mics are hot, the room is ready. Give it all we've got. Adam, Paul, and Jerry tonight. Three voices underneath the light. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Good boys, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. Grab a part. Settle in. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Let the show begin. Amber in the glass, smoke in the air. Three friends at the table, pull up a chair. The lights are coming on, the bottles are cracked. Once the conversation starts, there ain't no turning back. Adam brings the heat, Paul breaks the grid. Jerry keeps it moving, let the night begin. From the first good part to the final word, you never quite know what you're gonna hear. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is ready. Let the show begin. Golden beers and Belvederes. Good boys, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. Whiskey, wisdom, and a straight filled. The mics are hot. The room is ready. Give it all we've got. Adam, Paul, and Jerry tonight. Three voices underneath the light. Bourbon, bands, and Belvederes. Good bars, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, bands, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, bands, and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. Grab a pour. Settle in. Bourbon, bands, and Belvederes. Let the show begin! Amber in the glass, smoke in the air. Three friends at the table, pull up a chair. The lights are coming on, the bottles are cracked. Once the conversation starts, there ain't no turning back. Adam brings the heat, Paul breaks the grid. Jerry keeps it moving, let the night begin. From the first good part to the final word, you never quite know what you're gonna hear. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is ready. Let the show begin. Golden beers and Belvederes. Good bars, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, beers and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. Whiskey, wisdom, and a straight tale. Cedar, Eller, oak, and char. A little truth and a little trouble. You never know how deep we'll go. Talking bottles, blades, and beard oil blends. Old traditions and the latest trends. Some nights get thoughtful, some go off the rails. But every good bar leaves a story to tell. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is ready. Let the show begin. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Good bars, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. Come on in, leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. The show's about to come alive. No suits, no scripts, no velvet rope. Just honest talk and a little smoke. From the first sip down to the final call, there's always room here for one and all. There's always room here for one and all. The glasses are filled. The mics are hot. The room is ready. Give it all we've got. Adam, Paul, and Jerry tonight. Three voices underneath the light. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Good bars, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon, beers, and Belvederes. Three good friends with something to say. the show begin. Golden beers and Belvederes, good pours, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on and leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. Whiskey, wisdom, and a straight tale. Cedar, Eller, oak, and char. A little truth and a little trouble. You never know how deep we'll go. Talking bottles, blades, and beard oil blends. Old traditions and the latest trends. Some nights get thoughtful, some go off the rails. But every good bar leaves a story to tell. So raise your glass and settle in. The room is ready. Let the show begin. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, good boys, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on and leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. No suits, no scripts, no velvet rope. Just honest talk and a little smoke. From the first sip down to the final call, there's always room here for one and all. There's always room here for one and all. The glasses are filled, the mics are hot, the room is ready. Give it all we've got. Adam, Paul, and Jerry tonight. Three voices underneath the light. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, good boys, good smoking stories shared here. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, three good friends with something to say. Come on and leave the long week behind. Pull up a chair and stay for a while. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, the show's about to come alive. Grab a pour, settle in. Bourbon beers and Belvederes, let the show begin.
And
I'm drinking. I'm offending every Scottish person by drinking it from a glass.
that's all right. They'll get over it.
No, I want to clip it so that I can farm outrage.
All right, so here we go. Welcome to Bourbon Beers and Belvederes. I'm Adam.
And I'm Paul.
And I'm Jerry.
And I'm
Today
Paul.
Yeah. We've got a very, very special guest. We will not be doing any reviews today. Today we are welcoming Paul, otherwise known as UKtoNashville. We're very excited to have him here and looking forward to this episode and this conversation. Paul, how are you doing today?
I'm very well, man. Exceptionally well for a Sunday night, I may add.
Great. Yeah. So one thing that we always do here, and you're already poured up, so that's great. We always start with a palate warmer, and I've already been into the Coors Banquet today. Jerry and Paul have as well. So we wanted to, in your honor, even though you're slightly offended, we are drinking Coors Banquet to start. But
Thank you.
I did pour up some bourbon here, and I believe that Jerry and Paul probably have theirs poured up as well. Yes. So I'll start to the guest below me there. Tell us about what you're drinking.
Well, I'm drinking a very fine Scottish delicacy known as Buckfast, brewed by Benedictine monks in a monastery who may or may not take a vow of silence and celibacy. And they create this very fine liquor, I guess you would call it. It's 15%, which is like, what's that, 50 proof? Something like 45, 50 proof?
30.
And 30? Is it 30?
30 proof.
30 proof. It's not incredibly strong as an alcohol, but it has caffeine, taurine, ginseng, marijuana, L-theanine, like a whole bunch of stimulants in it that make Scottish people beat each other to death.
It almost sounds like a the Jaeger and Red Bull put together already.
Yeah. That's what it is. And it's crazy cheap.
Which I'm pretty sure when I used to drink that back in high school and college, we did fight people.
Yep. Yeah, that's called a Jaeger bomb, and I've been in many fights. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Let's go, boys.
Cheers. All right, Paul Rousseau, you are next, sir. What are you drinking?
Sweet ass bag of Horse Soldier.
Nice.
Okay.
A little velvet bag. It's a Horse Soldier bourbon.
Just like the standard one?
Yeah, it's a standard one. It's almost gone. Had this came out for the 250th anniversary. This is just a standard bourbon whiskey, 43.5% alcohol. It's like $40 or something. Pretty good bottle, but when I saw the bag, I couldn't resist. I bought it for the bag, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a badass bag, man.
Yeah.
So for our guest, Horse Soldier, the relevance of that is whenever the American forces needed to get into Afghanistan, they couldn't send tanks over the fucking mountains, right? So they put soldiers on horseback and sent them in. There's actually a movie about it. I cannot remember what it was called now. I'll have to look that up and be thinking about it. And
it's 12 something, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 strong. Is that right?
12 strong, yeah.
But that's a that's it. That's it. 12 strong. It's a great movie. I don't know how accurate it is, but anyway, that's the relevance. This is pertaining to that. So it's actually pretty good whiskey. They're opening up a new distillery. If it's not already open, I think it is already open actually, just about an hour from here. Very, very cool. So I love the bag. That's a great bag. I wish I had seen those. I'm gonna have to go scour the stores around here and see if there might be some hanging around. I would buy it just for the bag for sure.
Pretty much what I did, yeah. I mean, it's good whiskey, but that probably wouldn't have gone home with me that day if it wasn't in that bag. So.
Jerry, what are you drinking?
I kind of kept the theme going. So to start out, I got some Corsair Rye-Mageddon. So that's out of Nashville. Malted rye and chocolate malted rye. And then later on, when the palate's all warmed up, I got a 100 and something proof Blue Note out of Memphis, Tennessee. So I kind of went the whole Tennessee thing.
That is an incredible whiskey.
Yeah. That one was a seal box pick. Yeah, seal box pick. So it's fantastic. And then, of course, had to go with the Rebellion out of the UK cigars. Well, out of the UK, but also from Orlando. I think they're out of Orlando, Florida, to basically make the cigar process a little bit easier than the laws and stuff you guys have over there.
Yeah, I never knew about these guys.
Yeah, I met them last year at a cigar festival.
And I feel like my mind. I'm saying I feel like my mind is going to be blown on this podcast, dude. Because, wow.
Yeah, you'll have to go back through our backlog there. You'll find a lot of products that you were probably unaware of, and a lot of things for you to be trying whenever you're able to get back over. I went with kind of our theme in a way. our esteemed guest here is from Scotland. This whiskey is Scotch adjacent, but made by a bourbon company. This is Legent. This is a pairing between Shinji Fukuyo. We know that the Japanese enjoy their Scotch whiskey, and they've got their own style of whiskey, which is very akin to Scotch whiskey. And Jim Beam. So the Jim Beam company makes this. It's a very cool bottle. You've got, if you can, I don't know if you can make this out or not, but right here is the profile of Fred No, and down here is the profile of Shinji Fukuyo. He is the master blender for is it not? It's not Hibiki. What is it, Paul?
Toki. They make the Centauri.
Centauri.
Centauri. That's it. That's it.
Their shelfer, I think, is TOKI. Toki, I think.
But it's a fantastic whiskey. It's 90 proof, I think, and 94. It's finished. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. So, and I went with because again, our guest is a very big fan of America, and without getting political, this was a cigar I had sitting around. This is the Trump 2024 with the amazing American flag on the back of it there. As you can see, I've got two sitting behind me. Paul has one sitting next to him there that he's waving around. And it's just very cool to have you here. I came across your videos. There's a few of you guys out there doing these. There's Harley the Brit. There's you, UKtoNashville. There's a few others that I've, but yours are the ones that really captured me. And the reason is, whenever you try something, I don't know if you're aware of this. I don't know how much you actually go back and watch your videos, but you can see in your eyes they get bigger, and I love seeing that reaction to, there's a few things where you were like McDonald's, for instance. You're like, McDonald's fries in the UK are much better because, and let's be honest, the McDonald's fries, I should say this to you now, I don't know how old you are or how many times you've been here, but when I'm 43, when I was growing up, McDonald's fries were much better than they are now. They used beef tallow. It was a whole different situation, besides this peanut oil bullshit that they use now. And that really captured me, and I was just like, I love seeing this. Not because I'm so much down on other countries, but it's good because I know what media outlets to an extent give to folks outside of this country, and a lot of folks I saw a compilation of like 20 different people from Europe that came over here for the World Cup, and they were all like, this is why America's great, and and we don't see this side of it when we're back home. And I saw a German guy yesterday, and he was like, I am just distraught. He's like, I have to go back as fast as humanly possible. And it's just great that people are getting the world out that we're not, uncultured Neanderthals that know nothing about anything over here. It's so, we do have some great food. It may not be good for you, but it's fucking delicious,
Hey, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
That's right. So, we went over a few things that we wanted to talk about, and eventually, the conversation is going to evolve on its own. But we do want to hear about, your experience in the UK growing up, where you come from, as much as you can tell us anyway, without giving away your exact location. Your background, what you do for a living, all that good stuff. We want to hear those things before. We want to hear about Paul before the videos.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. All good, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Scottish guy. I grew up in Scotland. Obviously, that's where the accent comes from. You can't buy these accents, unfortunately. Otherwise, I think I would. I think they would be sold out. But I grew up in like a little Scottish town, man, and I grew up in the woods with my mates, having fires, like smoking weed, drinking booze when we were like 14, 15, maybe younger even, and just had like a real redneck upbringing, dude. Like a country bumpkin, little weird, like small town upbringing, and I wouldn't swap it for the world, mate. I wouldn't swap it for the world. Like, it was probably the best thing about my entire life was just being up to my chest in mud every other day and just having adventures. And when I was about 20 or so, I moved to London because obviously as you get a bit older, you get the draw of the city adventure. That's a new adventure, right? You go to the concrete jungle rather than the sort of small town jungle. And then I just went sort of I went to London, was there for a few years, and then I went traveling all around like Eastern Europe. I went to like Serbia and places that were insane that just had like wars and landmines, and I just went backpacking like sort of for like 3 or 4 no, in fact 6 years, and just moved around. And then came back to the UK after I had had my like sort of Eastern European tour. Because it was crazy there. It was crazy. Like a really Eastern Europe is wild, mate.
I'm sure.
Like really, I had like guns pointed at my face, and I bought hand grenades from teenagers. Uh, like really, like really, and just wild stuff. And then eventually made my way to America when I was 30 for the first time. And I fell in love. Like, just, it's the best place I'd ever been in my life. Like, me and my wife got married and we went honeymooning in America, and our honeymoon was a Texas barbecue tour and machine gun therapy.
Damn right.
Like, that was that's what we did to celebrate our love for each other. Eat Texas barbecue and fire machine guns. And it just, that rewired my entire brain. And ever since then, I've been trying to figure out a way to get back. But there's like the media here, I think, as you said, like we'll try and steer away from it as much as possible, but we have to talk about it, right? Like, because it's just what it is. But the media here in the UK makes it look like a GTA server. Like, you know, and you need to go enough to really feel that it's not that, and you need to feel comfortable enough. And when you go on vacations to America, you don't necessarily get that for a couple of weeks. It takes a long, sustained period of time being there and going back and getting comfortable and knowing the cities that you go to. And so we've been doing that for 10 years. And this time last year when we came, we finally said, listen, like, we're going to be 40 soon. I'm 40 now. We've done the first half of our life in America. Done the first half of our life in Europe. Let's do the next half in America. And that's it, really. Like, yeah, my videos are funny because I genuinely am experiencing all this stuff for the first time. But really, in a like down to earth level, I'm just an ordinary dude. Like, and I don't have a mask. Like, there's nothing. Like, I'm not doing anything other than what I would do. Like, I'm 100% myself, and I think that's probably why people watch it. Because it's real, you know, and there's a lack of that these days. We get fed bullshit constantly. That's it, dude.
Absolutely.
I don't know. If you want me to continue, I can tell you stories. All right. I can tell you that one time I tried. No, I'm never joking.
But you know, I mean, you know, if you look at certainly where Paul and I live, maybe not so much for Jerry because there's a heavy Spanish influence down in Florida, but where Paul and I live, it was mainly settled by English, Scots, and Irish. And when they migrated, you know, once upon a time, Kentucky was the Wild West, you know, before they continued on. And there's a very heavy influence of those cultures here. So a lot of what you described, growing up in the woods, in the mud, you know, all those things, that's how I grew up too. So what's the difference, you know,
exactly,
except for a big ass ocean and an accent, you know what I mean? Like, so that's great. That's great. You'll fit right in here. There are plenty plenty of places. So, yeah. So, how do you and your wife meet? How did that happen?
Like I said, like I went away traveling for a while. So when I moved away from Scotland, when I was younger, I went away to the sort of, let's say, the wild east, right? Because I wanted to go. London was great, but when I came there, I realized it was just finance bros doing cocaine. So I was like, okay, well, like this is not my idea of getting an adrenaline rush. Is like going on a rope swing, and there's a chance that the rope breaks and you fall 60 meters, and you land on like somebody's washing machine and break your back. Like I don't need drugs to get high. Like you know, we were already crazy when we were younger. So like drugs don't that's not a draw for me. So when I got to London, I realized, okay, this is just a lot of drinking and pretending to be somebody. So I decided that I would go for like the path less traveled, and went away for a really long time, and don't regret a second of it. It was wild, mate. Like, sleeping in backpacker hostels and like Belarus, like just crazy places, like, and going to parties where like you're like, I'm 200 clicks away from the next human heartbeat, and I don't know Boris. I don't know if Boris is a human trafficker or an organ dealer, but like I'm going, like. So when I survived all that, I came back to London and I tried to fit into normal society, and it just didn't work, man. Like I was broke. Like I could. The mold was finished. Like there's nothing. You can't go back to working a desk job.
Mhm.
So I tried really hard, but I kept messing up in ways that I never realized were like that you messed up. Like I just didn't fit in with people any longer. I thought it was normal that you would wear the same clothes for 4 days in a row, right? But apparently that's not allowed in an office in London. So I got like fired for smelling in the office. Uh, and then I got chastised. I got another job, and then they realized that I only had one suit. And they're like, "Are you wearing the same suit every day?" And I was like, "Yeah." What's wrong with that? And they're like, "Don't you have other suits?" And I was like, "Dude, I have a backpack with 3 pairs of underwear, 3 shirts, 3 pairs of boxer shorts, and I only bought this suit not that long ago. So yes, this is my only suit." And they're like, "We don't think you're suitable for meeting like." So on my last day, and the day that I got fired, they gave me my severance pay, and I just thought, right, well, do you know what? I'm just gonna get totally smashed. I'm gonna drink myself into like an absolute oblivion, and we'll figure it the rest out on Monday. This was a Friday night, and I went into a nightclub in central London, and I was trying to get drunk, but it wouldn't happen. The drunk wouldn't. I had like 5 beers, and I just was not feeling it at all. I think it's probably because I was processing reality, and I'm like, no, it's like this is not appropriate right now. By the way, you have like serious issues that you need to tackle. So my brain was not letting me get drunk, and then I decided to leave. And as I was leaving, Emily was walking in, and I saw her, and I just grabbed her by the arm, and I just said to her, "If you're going in, I'm also coming back in." And she went, "If okay." And then we walked back into this nightclub, and she was with her. This is a real story, by the way. She will validate this. This actually happened. Uh, and her friends were like, "No, you telling me to like." They were saying, "Can I swear?"
Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying, "Fuck off, leave her alone, get out of here, you creep." And I was like, "Listen, that's fine. I appreciate you saying that to me, but it will only make I'll only listen when she says it. You guys can continue to waste your breath, but until she tells me to fuck off, then I'm not gonna fuck off." And she never did, and that's 10 years later. She never did. There's always a chance that she might, though.
Do you get along with those friends a little better now?
They were her like maids of honor and everything at her wedding, and yes, I get along all well with them.
That's
So,
fucking awesome. That's great.
It worked out, man.
That's
It
great.
worked out.
That's great. Um, Yeah, so obviously we've all seen your videos, or at least the three of us here, aside from you, have seen those videos, and thousands of other people have seen those videos. Um, First of all, what kind of shock to you was it whenever people started to pick those up, and like how has that affected your personal life, if at all?
It's, I'm not gonna lie, like, and you can look back on my Instagram. Of course, I was making videos before, right? So it was we've decided that we were moving to America for quite a while. So it's been a good 6 months. That we have made the decision. We started our channel in um December 2025, and we've been putting videos out about American culture and how much we love America. And relatively speaking, it has flown under the radar, right? We were not popular at all, and by any measure. But the World Cup happened, and I put out a random video. Like, we were coming to America for the 4th of July, and that was literally like, I didn't even know the World Cup was a thing, dude. I didn't even know that was. I didn't even actually know. And then my feed on Instagram started getting like loads of people, World Cup videos of all these English guys and everything like that, saying, "Oh wow, I can't believe America is doing this." And I'm like, I never realized that American. I honestly, genuinely never knew that these parts of America were as friendly as everywhere, like everywhere I've experienced. So I just put up a video saying, "Guys, is it everywhere that's like this? Really?" And that video did like 2 million views. I didn't even know that it had done anything. Literally, I made the video in the morning. Just put it was me in the back garden next to my smoker, and I just said, "Hey, is everywhere like this? Because I'm coming to Tennessee, and I know that Southern hospitality is a thing, but this is wild. What I'm seeing here is everywhere like this." And that just fucking skyrocketed, dude. And my mum called me at 10 p.m. This was at 9 a.m. in the morning. I was having a coffee. If you look in that first video, my eyes are like all fucked up and I'm like half asleep. And then she was like, "Have you saw your Instagram?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "There's like 15,000 comments." And I'm like, "What? Shut up. No, there ain't." And she's like, "There is." And I'm like, "Okay, I have to go." And I look at it, and it's like 1 million views. And it was the most low effort. Didn't even I didn't even know I posted it. Like, and from the rest of the, how the day takes over? Like, I forgot that I posted it. Because all my other videos were getting 3,000, 5,000, couple of hundred likes here and there. And then I went back and it was just like every video I posted after that was just doing exceptionally well. And we were leaving for the USA in 3 days. So it was the perfect layup because I knew that I was going to come to film everything about our journey. We were there for the 4th of July only to celebrate America's 250th birthday. That was it. And then we were just really lucky that we caught, there's nothing, like I said, I'm just an ordinary guy. There's nothing special about us other than the fact that maybe a lot of people in the world don't love America. Fuck those people. I love America because it represents everything that I would expect a country to be, and the only place in the world where I would truly raise a child. It's the only place. If the most sacred duty in this life is to raise a child, and the only fucking place in the world that's sacred to me is America. That's it. So I was already flying the flag, and then the videos just started to blow up. And has it affected my life? Not. Yes, in a way, yes, because now people were like, "Oh, you're that guy," but I'm not that guy. I'm just a random fuckhead who eats fucking Taco Bell, dude. That's what it is. And I don't want to be anything else. Honestly, I don't It's great to have all these views because it helps my visa, Marco Rubio.
There you go.
Please clear.
Right. Let's make that happen.
We'll clip that little part there for you. We'll send it over to you.
That's it. But if I came, if we were living in America, I would just be like a red-blooded American, just out there in the mud, drinking whiskey with you guys.
Well, that's the thing about being an American is that you don't have to be born here to be an American, right? You know, you come here, you do it the right way. Everybody welcomes you. That's just the way it is. Although I will speak to Southern hospitality as a Southerner. It is a real thing. You know, and I've met some folks from up north, and they're dicks.
Yeah.
And
X.
they are.
That being said, Southern hospitality in Florida is a little different than the rest of the South. It's the same. It's just we're dicks. we're nice dicks.
Or you're fucked up on some experimental drug.
Yeah, there's like. Do you guys remember? Shit, what would this been like? 2016, somewhere back then, with all the bath salts going on around.
Bath salts and crocodile.
Yep, that was down in Miami and Everglades and stuff like that. Just eating bath salts, eating people's faces off. They were calling it what were they calling it? The like the zombie drug or whatever. People are just being zombies, eating each other's faces.
So I know that in Europe, Netflix has a different set of shows, but if you're able to find a show Amazon, it's on Amazon Prime called Florida Man. It's where they have, you know, actors that you recognize come on and act out these true stories of shit that happened in fucking Florida, and they're all stupid. Everyone.
I need to watch this.
And they're all real.
They're all real. They're all stupid. They're all. It's an amazing show. And then there was a show on Netflix called Florida Man, which is
we have our own games called the Florida Man games.
Dude,
nonfiction.
That's everything. Like they have a I forgot what the names are called, but they have games where you basically have to steal as much copper and catalytic converters before the cops come drag you out. They have an obstacle course where you're running away from the cops and stuff like that. Just literally Florida Man shit going down at these games. And 2 or 3 years ago, it was here around me, and unfortunately I was working, so I couldn't go. But one of these days I'll make it out there and watch it, because unfortunately it's in the summer, I think, so it's hot as fuck. Which I guess if you're gonna do Florida Man stuff, you're gonna do it in the summer.
That's the first time to run away from the cops at full speed.
Hey, if you get to steal shit and run away from cops and not actually get in trouble.
Do they get to keep all the catalytic converters when they're finished? Or what's the prize?
I don't know. That might be the first prize.
That is probably first prize. That's so
the
funny.
Scrapyard's right there. Just go over there.
That's the finish line.
Fistful of platinum.
That's too funny. I do know about Florida, man. Like, it's obviously like a commonly observed internet meme. But I never saw this show. Like, I have to watch this now.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. You'll love it.
Damn.
It will also introduce you to they have snake hunting in Florida, because these people would go buy
pet pythons.
Pythons, and then release them into the wild. They're getting massive, and they've overrun fucking Florida. They're crazy.
You got to take them humanely, and you can't shoot them. So basically, what you got to do is take a knife, screwdriver, or some kind of thing, and just shove it in the back of their head. And you're chasing.
And things are like 8-10 feet long.
Oh, 8-10
are like this.
8-10 feet is like a small.
People
like
are grabbing them, just shoving a screwdriver in their brain.
Can you get samurai swords? Can you go with samurai swords?
Might be able to.
I don't know.
Maybe.
It's got. Yeah, you got to be. You got to be humane. Like, I don't know if cutting off the head is humane. I feel like it would be, but.
No, they're
humane for Medusa.
They're upwards of 20 feet, aren't they, Jerry?
Mm-hmm. Some of them can.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
I think average is like 15, and like they're like this.
That's
Note to self:
nightmare.
Don't move to Florida.
Right.
Fuck, but you know the thing is, like, Tennessee has its fair share of crazy animals, but I saw that there's a big invasion of these like Japanese spiders. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Yeah, we so, you know, Tennessee and Kentucky share a border, right? So pretty much anything that affects Tennessee, Tennessee and Kentucky are very similar in the shit that we, you know, the animals that we have. Like I live in a city. city, and there was a black bear sighting just a couple
Shit.
weeks ago, right
Oh,
in the middle
dude,
of the fucking city.
I did actually see this. Like, there was like one black bear chasing people in a car park in Tennessee somewhere. like, what the fuck? How did he get into the middle of like downtown? Like, and I have saw some crazy animals downtown in Nashville. You saw coyotes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking what? Like,
Well, Nashville used to, like we were talking about before we started, Nashville used to be much smaller. So back in the day, you know, when Johnny Cash and fucking shit, I've got somebody Willie Nelson and all those guys, they were in Nashville. It was a much smaller place. And like, did you happen to go to the Loveless Cafe while you were in Nashville?
it was a little far out, dude. Actually, we never went. It was I don't know exactly. I'm gonna look it up just to see because I
So
remember.
it's southwest. So if you were in the east side, it's in the southwestern side, I believe.
Yeah, it was a little far out. That was what it was, right? So basically,
Yeah.
the Loveless Cafe, the Bluebird Cafe, were all like we were up east. So we sort of the first time we were there, we never saw any of that, and the second time we were just recently there, we had a whole itinerary. So I never went to either of those, but there's still time.
Well, if you find yourself in Nashville again, I'm assuming that when you move to the U.S., that's where you want to go is to Nashville. I could be wrong, but the Loveless Cafe, it is. So back in the day, it was a hotel or a motel, and that, you know, Johnny Cash and Elvis Presley and all those guys, they stayed there. They went there, whatever. Now it is converted into a restaurant, obviously, and it's fucking everything that you can think of as far as Southern home cooking. That's what they have there, and they
I see it.
they bring out all these jams and shit with your rolls, blackberry jam, strawberry jam, you know, grape jelly, all these things. It's fucking amazing. It's an absolutely amazing place.
Get a napkin. You're drooling a little bit there.
Yeah. But that's what Nashville used to be, like smaller, you know, and it grew. It just fucking blew up. But yeah, so it's not all that's happened within the last 15 to 20 years, that growth. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that, you know, coyotes and shit exist down. I mean, hell, during COVID, right here in the middle of Lexington, I went to work one day. I pulled into a parking garage, and there were foxes.
Jesus.
Red foxes sitting right on the fucking edge, you know. And then later that day, I was walking between buildings, and a fox ran directly up to me, and then took a hard left and ran off in the distance. But I could reach down and picked him up. Like, that was during COVID. So like, that was a year that
all over it.
do you?
Yeah,
We have to keep the small dogs on a leash because of the foxes and the hawks and the eagles. We're afraid will come and take the small dogs. We have foxes, deer, gophers, groundhogs, fucking eagles that are like, I'm afraid they might take my kid, like huge birds around here. I mean, there's so much. Because I live on the water, on the backside and the front side's just woods for forever. So we got a clash of two ecosystems of animals right here where I live. And then unfortunately we do got some snakes too. So
shit, dude.
We've got bald eagles here in Kentucky.
Well,
yeah, you know what? I would love to see a bald eagle, like, but obviously they're very rare. But
they are. I was at a lake a couple years ago, and I saw one dive down, pick a fish up, and fly back up, and it was pretty fucking cool. I've got a video. It's the only one that I've ever seen in the wild. We've got other types of eagles around here, hawks, all kinds of shit, falcons. It's crazy. And Kentucky, the reason why the Scots and the Irish settled here in Kentucky and Tennessee, obviously, is because of the landscape. It's very
correct.
Lots of trees, lots of hills, you know, lots of water, that kind of thing, and they could make their whiskey. And you know, that's without them, we don't have this podcast today.
Well, that's that, dude. You know, like, I've been looking into it because the Scots-Irish heritage and the Smokies and just generally along Appalachia, like that's why the volunteer state, right? Tennessee, the volunteer state, and I'm sure there is the same sort of, you got the same crazy motherfuckers in Kentucky as well. No doubt, you've got the rest of them in fucking Alabama and like all that area. Scots Irish people settled there, and they were just the craziest fucks you could imagine. These people
Oh,
were
yeah.
just batshit crazy motherfuckers who would drink. They're like, oh, let's drink this stuff and make our eyes go fucking blind, and we just fight bears in the fucking woods and whatever. You know, and
That's right.
that's what I say to Emily. Like, we've been to America like many times, and I went to loads of places, and I loved the culture, and I loved the experience. But it was only when I went to Tennessee that something in my brain went, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Like, you're there. That's it. You've arrived. Like, a switch happened where there was a church in every corner, and people were fucking nice to you, and everybody was civilized, and people were hospitable. And then I look up, and there's like this vast sky in front of me, and there's trees and mountains, and I just went, oh fuck, it's not just it's the, oh my god, it's DNA. It's I've literally
Reminds you
like
a bit of home.
yeah, no, it didn't even remind me a bit of home. It reminded me of a home that doesn't exist any longer, because Scotland is like a concrete jungle now. So it was like this, like it was I saw what maybe those people might have felt when they arrived. And I said to my wife, I was like, you know, like there's like a draw in my bones to be here.
Mhm.
Like something is like saying this is it, like we've arrived. And I know that sounds like corny or whatever, but it's true though, you know, like when we've been there, the both of us feel that. My wife is Swedish, as I mentioned. That's why I've tried the Malort and stuff like that. And the Swedish people are the same. Like, they went to places that matched. Like, where is it? Where's a lot of Swedish people? They're in Michigan. Is it Michigan? No, Wisconsin. Is it Wisconsin? No, I don't think it is Wisconsin.
There's a Swedish colony just about an hour and a half from where I'm sitting right now.
I think probably. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I know that they settled somewhere. Where the fuck is it? It's where they did all the fraud recently. Michigan. Is it Michigan? No, it's not Michigan.
Where's
the guy who did? You know, they did the Nick Shirley guy.
Yeah, I know Nick Shirley.
Where did he find all that like fraud? Because Minnesota did.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, Minnesota has, and we'll touch on this in a minute, but Minnesota has an American football team named
Vikings.
The Vikings, yeah.
Yeah. It's all Swedish, and there's huge Swedish enclaves up there, and Swedish towns. There's a place called Little Sweden. There's a whole like town called Little Sweden, and it was because it was like many lakes, loads of hilly forests. It was perfect. The biome was exactly. They were like, oh, we can live here. We know how to work this land, and that's what happened in Tennessee and Kentucky, etc. The Scottish Irish turned up and they were like, oh, we know how to work the land here. This microbiome suits us, and yeah, and I felt that when I went there, and my wife was like, I guess in similar terms, like Swedish people and Scottish people are not so different, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
Like, we're very compatible from like a moralistic standpoint and like biological standpoint, because the Swedish came and just took all of our women in Scotland.
Yeah, they did.
So I'm giving them one back. Fuck you, bastard.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of, go ahead, Jerry.
I'll say real quick, we have Dana in the YouTube chat. She says hi, by the way.
Hi, Dana.
She's from California. They love Paul. she said they did a pub crawl before jumping on here, so that sounds fantastic. And
Yep.
she said she brought you food and that you love Wiener Schnitzel chili sauce.
That's correct. Dana's a legend. Dana and Brian, they're from California, like they said. So we were just literally here. They were just literally here in the little town that I live in England. And graciously they came over to see Luke Combs at Wembley.
He's great.
Yeah, I love him, man. Love Luke Combs. Those guys traveled all the way here to see him.
Wow,
and mad dedication, really crazy dedication. Like, that's a fan right there. And we had talked to each other on Instagram, and they were like, "We're coming over. Do you need anything?" And I was like, "Please bring me ranch." Please. So, so Dana and Brian, thank you. Honestly, they made my honestly like, and we went up to obviously went up to London to meet them, and I was like, right, I'm gonna pay these guys back by buying them loads of beers. And then I got there and then they went drinking, and I was like, right, how can I pay you back? Okay, when you're free, come to where I live and let me show you some crazy like part of England that you're not gonna see. You're not gonna find this on your own. So that was my way of trying to pay them back, and I hope it worked. But I think they had fun. They only left me and my wife about 45 minutes before I came on here. So they must be back in the. They're flying tomorrow.
Okay. Well, safe travels to them. And we'll keep you in ranch. I'm sure of that. We'll send you the packets.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I ain't gonna say no.
There's something different about the packets versus the pre-made bottles. I made some ranch in a jar just 3 or 4 days ago. I've been eating all the chicken that I can possibly find in my house with the ranch for the past few days. I actually had some today. You make it with a packet, it's so much better than the bottle bullshit.
There's levels, dude. The ranch game is multifaceted. There's angles to this. Like, I don't know how to tell you this, but the little packets, the little powder packets, that's got its own special magic happening as well. There's nuances to that. And then when you get the Sam's Club size, which is what Dana and those guys brought me, like,
nice.
They brought me that. And then I'm like, oh, like, I shouldn't have access to this much ranch. Because I was putting so much in that I don't know what's good for me, right? I'm like a child. If you put me in front of a room of candy, I'm gonna eat all that candy, right? If you put a big bowl of like sour cream and give me the tub, I'm gonna ruin that. That's gonna be it's gonna be inedible. So I sort of like, and then Brian and Dana said to me, "Oh, the instructions are in the packet." And I was like, "You assumed that I was gonna read this." Like, when there's ranch in the room, I ain't doing any like prefrontal cortex processing. Like, I'm just eating.
I will tell you, if you follow the directions on the packet, or see, I can get it in a bottle.
Yep.
This tall.
That's what we have.
Yeah, if you follow the directions on that fucking bottle or that packet, it does not taste the same. So what you need to do is put in half as much milk, the same amount of mayonnaise, and twice as much ranch, seasoning in there, and it's fucking fantastic. It's one of the best things. Oh, it's incredible.
This is like necromancy. Like, there's like like, you need to learn. Like, it's like, 1,000 people died trying to create this. Like, that's a process of elimination, dude. Like, who the fuck figured that out?
Me, because once I mixed it together, like it said, it didn't fucking taste right. So I was like, let's dump some more of this in here and put some more of this in there until it was finally right.
That's another video coming out of the way.
It was fucking incredible, man. What was it? I watched one of your videos the other day, and it was the chicken parm. The chicken parm at the ranch is something that I've never thought about, but chicken parm is fucking next level. I'm surprised you've never had that, because I guess it's probably not a traditional Italian dish. You know, and you're a lot closer to Italy than we are, so I would think that you would have access to better Italian food. But that is a fantastic Italian American dish for sure. That and pizza are probably the best things that Italian Americans have ever done for the, well, I don't want to say that, but one of the best things that they've ever done. Period. They did a lot of really good things for this country, so I'm not going to say that. But
No, I love Italians did.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Chicken parm is fantastic.
Mate, we don't have that here because, like, it's Italian American, right? So there's no there was no necessity for the immigrants to like cook. This is what there was loads of comments about this, and it was so insightful, which is why I read every single comment, right? Like most people who put videos up online, they don't read shit and they don't comment back. You ask my wife, dude, I'm laying there till 3 a.m. talking back to people. I'm on every message between Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, because if somebody's going to spend the time to write a comment, then they deserve a fucking comment back, right? But that's it. If I was going to write to somebody, I don't want to be lost in the noise. Although it's like, okay, we had 150,000 comments this month. Am I going to get through all of them? Probably not. But I can scan through, and then when I see that somebody's written a couple of lines, I'm like, this guy deserves an answer. But I read them all. I might not reply to everyone, but I read them all, and I reply where I can within reason. And you know what? The education I received on Italian Americans was like, this was a university degree, dude. It was a university degree in the struggles of the Italian people when they first came to America, and what they had to, like, how they ate, why they ate, how did this get born, like, what are the types of where is this most common, why did they make it like this, what like. And honestly, I was like, Jesus Christ, like, okay, I get it now. And we don't, the where I'm going with this is the Italians in the UK never had any of that struggle. Italians in the UK, they came here and they were a highly prosperous group of people. Like they brung foods here that we'd never tried before. In Scotland specifically, I grew up with many Italian families, and they created beautiful culinary fusions and did really well from that. And so I remember specifically a guy I grew up in school with, Leandro. His family owned the best place for ice cream now, and they make even the best fish and chips now. Like because they're expert at frying stuff. They were so good at frying shit that they were like, well, we're just gonna dominate fish and chips as well then. And like they did really well. So there was no, they weren't poor enough that they needed to eat things that were like scraps, or maybe like have no wasted food. Every night was a different dish. They never ate the same thing. And chicken parm obviously is a combination of, like, you know, whatever hardships that Italian Americans had to face. And that's what they call cuisine. That people say, oh, why do they eat that there? Because that's what circumstance, economics, and the perseverance of those people that was their culture, and that culture gave birth to their food, and that's their culinary expression. So we don't necessarily have chicken parm here, and I don't even think I've tried a real one, dude. Honestly, like from the comments, they were shitting on me really hard. Like they were shitting on me really hard. So that might have been the first time I tried it, but I don't think I've ever eaten chicken parm. Let's put it that way, because yeah, it was 50-50 comments, people saying this is not a fucking chicken parm, what the fuck are you doing? And then other people saying you do not put, I tell you, like I was like, I thought I was gonna get whacked by the mob. Like there's like, I put ranch on it, dude, and I didn't even do that. It's like I wasn't even trolling. I just have to try everything with ranch now. I just have to. You know,
I mean,
it's
sorry, fantastic.
She brought them some Cheez-Its tonight, which is definitely a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Cheez-Its.
You know what they're going to be dipped in?
Alfredo sauce.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of that. It's
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm just maybe I'm just a dipshit. I don't know, but you know, like
you know, that might be a strictly American thing. It's made from cheese and milk
and butter
and butter, and it's
That's it.
It's fantastic. But Yeah, I saw a video the other day of a guy sitting at a table, and he's like, "What the fuck is this?" I ordered chicken parm. They brought him out this gigantic piece of chicken, and then this other guy walks out with a plate, and it's the sauce and the cheese just on the plate, and he dumps it onto the chicken and slides it off. And he's like, "Oh, okay, that's a fucking chicken parm right there." You know, it's fucking amazing. It just slides. It's like the cheese that was on it looked like the Ninja Turtles cartoon. You know, it's just stretchy as fuck.
Yeah, it looks
It's
like it's not
amazing.
even real.
God, amazing.
Dude, I just googled it, and there's no Alfredo sauce is rarely sold in the UK.
Really,
Doesn't
you
even.
would love it. It's not as good as ranch, but you would love it.
We'll have to get
I
him
need-
some.
I need to get some of that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But I love that, dude. Like, I need to go. Where is the best place in America? I know it's New York in it. It's obviously New York. Italians, it's New York in it.
for pizza.
Yeah, for Italians.
If you
Oh,
ask,
for New York, New Jersey, that kind of area. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, Jersey Shore.
pizza is, if you ask Dave Portnoy, it's Connecticut.
Dave Portnoy. Yeah, he's brilliant, man. I love Dave Portnoy. He's ruthless. That's why I love him.
He is. He actually did a review of a pizza place here in the city where I live, and he gave him a 0 because they kicked him out. And then
I think I saw that, dude. They was called there.
yeah, and then he came back and actually tried it. You know, and he gave it a better review. But yeah,
Is this the guy who was telling, "Oh, you can't film in here,"
Yeah.
and then you got to film on the sidewalk, and he was like, "Oh, but you can't film on the sidewalk outside my business." He's like, "Fuck you, this is America." Like, I'm in public. Fuck you. Like, I did see that, dude.
And
that guy knows good pizza. He does know good pizza.
the thing about that whole area, it's not like, yes, it might be their patio, but you have a distillery there, you have an ice cream shop there, you got the pizza shop there, you got another distillery right down the street. Like it's like a courtyard of like a bunch of things. So yeah, technically, yeah, it's their patio, but there's what, 15 different stores and restaurants.
There's something, because back in the day it was the whole area was a distillery, and then it fell into severe disrepair. It was completely derelict, and then some guys came in and decided to revitalize it, so they put that distillery back in, but they turned like the office into a ice cream joint, and part of the distillery building is a brewery and a Mexican restaurant and a pizza joint, and then of course they got the distillery there, and then their break room is now called, it's a bar called the Break Room, and then their ice house, which is right next to it. There's an outdoor bowling alley there. There's a fireman's bar there. There's a couple distilleries in there. There used to be an axe throwing joint in there, like all kinds of really cool shit. But yeah, they threw him out, and then he went back, you know. And so anyway, New York is probably going to be your best place for Italian food. New York or Chicago. Chicago had a very large Italian presence.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Chicago.
Yeah,
I just like Italians, dude. Italians are cool as fuck.
indeed.
Really. I just like, I've got Italian friends,
Yeah.
so I go there, you know, semi-regularly, and they're just funny, dude. They're so funny. They're like, just the way that they are in terms of their like humor is like so dry and straight to the point. That it just like, if you don't get it, you don't get it. I don't know, but I don't think there's any chicken parms in Italy, dude. I don't think there's any chicken parms in Italy. I never had one. So fucking hell. But no, it was there's so much other stuff to try. Like, my wife is like, "You're gonna have a heart attack and die when you get to America." And I'm like, "Yeah, but you know what? We'll have good insurance, a life insurance policy. You know, you'll be sorted."
If you
And
have so
you're gonna meet some like American cowboy, and he's gonna look after you for the.
So according to Google Gemini and Reddit, they're saying New York, Philly, Providence, Boston, basically the whole Northeast, which
I would love to go to Philadelphia, man.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I would like to check out Philly because I heard that they have good like food scene, like, so that's why. I mean, I'm not even like a food guy, but now I'm a food guy apparently. So yeah, that's really interesting, man. But the Philly, I did a video straight after that in the same place I got the chicken parm. I had a Philly cheesesteak, and again the comments were
That did not
honestly,
look like a Philly cheesesteak to me, buddy. That was a steak sandwich.
yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks are a little bit different than you're going to get at a restaurant like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, honestly, like there was backlash. There was
That
backlash.
sandwich looked good that you were eating, but
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't a
did.
Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna dox the place. I'm not gonna dox them because
No,
that's
I mean that's how all even in Maryland. I mean, we're 2 hours from Philly, but if you go to get a Philly cheesesteak at a restaurant, it's going to look like that. It's going to look like a steak sandwich. It's just not. It's not the same as if you go to one of the big restaurants in Philly that are known for the cheesesteaks. It's just a whole different animal. It's
everyone
something you
tries
gotta
to
experience.
everyone tries to mimic it, whether it's with the actual what do you call it, like the queso style cheese on it,
The
or
whiz.
Yeah.
the whiz, or just normal cheese. Everyone tries to mimic it, but it's not the same.
I don't even know what to fucking like. I don't even know what to Google. Like, I don't even know what to look for.
I don't know what the good ones are now, but it used to be Geno's and Pat's
Yeah.
when I was younger.
That was in the comments, dude. Pat's
And
and
then I think
Geno's
there's
was it.
one called Nick's now, maybe that is.
There's
like
one
in the
other one that's-
conversation.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! What is this? Oh fuck me! This is like a whole fucking hell. Oh my god, that's a totally different animal. You're right, brother. What the fuck? Like, Jesus! Holy shit balls! Like that. That is a oofed.
When you
Okay.
go, you got to go and you got to pick like 2 or 3 of the. Like I said, it's been 15 years since I went to Philly to go get cheesesteaks, and I'm sure there's probably another one that's come up that's really good that's on the everybody's favorite list. But you got to pick 2 or 3 of them, and you just go get like a half sandwich at each one, and you go from
Oh,
place to place and try them and pick your favorite.
that sounds crazy, dude. That is actually like, that's the dream. We're coming. We're this November. We're gonna go to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween.
Oh, Adam was just there.
I was last year. It was. So you said November, and that's great.
October rather.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this: it's fucking asses to elbows in that joint, man. You can barely move around the whole fucking town. It's just people just swarmed the place. It's really cool. There's a lot of really cool shit to see. I'll send you the name of the house. I can't remember what it's called. But while we were on a tour of this house, they were like, fuck, I don't even remember what they said, but they reached back into this closet and they pressed and did like this, and there was the back wall of the closet opened up to a secret staircase, and you get to walk it like it was a hidden passageway in a fucking house. You get to go into the room, get to walk up the hidden passageway. It's fucking cool shit.
Dude,
It
that's
was really
amazing.
cool. Yeah.
It's the vibe, dude. You know, like the that's where they killed those women. You know,
For
It
nothing.
doesn't even.
For nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. If she doesn't swim, she must sink, and she
That's
is
right.
obviously a bitch. Kill her. She made my toes feel funny. Fuck
That's
her up. Like,
That's right.
it's just insane, dude. Like that people were like that, and we have that. By the way, we have got like in the UK, we've got similar things. Like we had the Witch Finder General,
I was going
Right.
to say there were witch trials in the UK. Absolutely.
Pendle Hill, you know, and that's our equivalent to Salem, the Pendle Hill witch trials. And they were like tying weights onto these women and throwing them in the river. And they're like, well, if she sinks, she's innocent.
Innocent.
And if she swims, she's a witch. And they're like, well, dude, you're sort of setting up to fail here. Do you not think you might be setting up to fail? Like, she's going to die if you put weights on her feet. And that's
Right.
just gravity, you know? Like, and they're like, well, she was obviously a fucking cunt. Like, she definitely did it then. And then it's like, what? And you know, I've been to places in Scotland where they had witch trials, and now they have, like again, like they have in Salem, a commemorative area for these women that were falsely burned, and they burned them. They burned them. They drowned them. They did all sorts of crazy stuff. because this woman just so happened to be there when a guy's wart went away. You know, you're like, wow. But I love the that like you have to pay a pilgrimage there for those people. I feel like
Yeah.
it's become a tradition, you know, and I want to see that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Before all these new gen whatevers forget about it, and they're like, oh, she was, they'll forget about this stuff. I think a lot of these young kids, they won't remember. They'll be. You saw those videos when the guy goes in New York, and he's like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "Oh, I do business." Can you spell business? BIZNIZZES. Like, how many states are there in Florida? 14. Like, in 25 years they will forget that Salem, Massachusetts is where they killed all those
Oh,
witches.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they
you're
wouldn't
probably right
know.
about that, yeah.
They thought there was like Africa was like a part of like America. They're like, oh, that's really far north, ain't it? Like Africa, that's way up north. Like, so, that would be good to see them when these people still take care of all that stuff and remember that it's there. And that's the same shit happening in the UK, by the way. Like, we are forgetting these guys are just as dumb in the UK. No, I'm not trying to like shit on young people or whatever. Oh, Jesus, dude. Oh, wow.
But I will, because they're fucking stupid, all of them.
How did he?
I've got 4 kids, and my oldest is 18, my youngest is 12, and I'm trying like hell to, like, my kids, they really like to say, me and somebody are going to do this, like, me and Joe are going to go to the mall or whatever. No, motherfucker.
Joe and I.
That's it. Use the language properly, because that's how people are going to judge your intelligence, is whether or not you can use your own native language to not sound like a fucking idiot. So,
yeah.
I'm trying to be on top of that. And, but yeah, they're all stupid. That's just the fact of the matter. And I was stupid at one point in my life, but I wasn't stupid in the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
I did a lot of drugs and a lot of got fired from a lot of jobs, did a lot of dumb things that I shouldn't have done. However, I knew how to use the English language properly. I knew, the history, at least to some degree, of this country and other countries. Like, it's those kinds of things are things that you can't just let go. You can't, because if you do, the saying goes, if you don't remember history, you're doomed to repeat it. Something like that.
Correct. Correct.
I mean, but we're all going to end up in the same fucking situation at some point. Although it'll be a different type of witch burning. It'll be a different type of witch trial. It'll be for something else. And maybe you.
He posted negative comments on Instagram. Kill him.
There you go. Or he doesn't.
He's a clout chaser. Kill him. Right. Kill his family.
He doesn't agree. He doesn't agree with abortion or something like that. It's fucking burn him. It's fucking.
They will. Yeah, I mean, it's wild, dude. Like, that's the thing. Like, in the UK, like, I don't know if it's how this is happening, dude, but it's definitely not chemicals. It's because I did so many chemicals when I was younger that, you cannot explain it by chemicals. It can't be explained, because all us guys here, we're all similar ages, right? Like, we've done all the beta testing. We beta tested all those chemicals before. Dude, they were safe. Like, we can operate computers and talk to each other, and we know where things are. Like, we know where all the cutlery goes in the cutlery drawer. Like, these guys don't even know half of that nowadays. It's crazy. And some of the audience is young. And I would just say to them, I can't wait for you to get older, because then you will have something valuable to contribute to society. Like, but it's funny. I have little sisters, and I'm very fortunate that they are not half as messed up as they should be.
Yeah,
I'm very fortunate, man. But it's wild how this is happening. Like, I don't know. Did like what? So I've lost my train of thought on this. By the way, somebody rescue me here.
I think it's the access to technology. That's the only thing that we didn't have that they have. Like, my kid's 10, and if we leave the house without an iPad, some kind of tablet, and a phone, she has a panic attack. It's like, you don't need it. We're just going to the store or whatever. And you would think, though, that having access to all of that technology and all of that knowledge literally in your hands, these kids would be smarter, but they're just dumber. Like,
I know. It's almost like they take it for granted.
I'm like, they might be able to name every, Asian in the K-pop band or something, but like you said, they don't know where to put the spoons on the table,
Yeah, they're like, what order do you set the forks in? Don't. What is a fork?
Right.
It's crazy, dude. But that is a massive thing. Like, I think it is that. It's convenience, ain't it? Because when you can automatically go somewhere and just get something, it doesn't become value. There's no value in it any longer. It loses its value. And it's the same thing that happened when those guys used to go around at people's houses and sell encyclopedias. You're like, oh, fuck, I better buy an encyclopedia. Then you've got some guy who has the entirety of the Encyclopedia Britannica in his house and doesn't even know that his wife is getting banged by another dude.
See, it's funny to me you would bring that up because I did not know that you had house-to-house Encyclopedia Britannica salesmen in the UK. We had them here too. We had them here in the US.
Yeah, we had them a lot, dude. And it was the guy who was selling those things was just trying to fuck your wife. He's just trying to
Like,
hey, yeah. He's like, this is a great way for me to be in your house. You know what? It's crazy, dude.
I think the biggest problem, to Paul's point, is within the last 6 to 7 years, has been TikTok. It's made fucking idiots out of everybody.
Yeah.
I have it on my phone to help me promote my business, but I rarely open it.
Yeah.
The only thing you'll ever see me really post on TikTok is, on Facebook, would be stuff about my kids or my dogs or, an observance that I've made throughout my day that I find to be absurd and hilarious at the same time. So I'll throw that on out there, but I'm not one of these that posts all these poor, pitiful me, all this bullshit that they, or get involved in politics or anything like that. Once upon a time I did. And that's what's really funny to me is with the politic thing, without getting political, I'll talk about my own personal experience. 20 years ago, I was talking about, and Paul and I host a conspiracy theory podcast.
I love that, dude.
We get drunk and talk about conspiracy theories, and it's a lot of fun.
Let me on that podcast. Invite me there.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Invitation extended. We'll figure that out after we get done recording. But 20 years ago, I was catching shit because I was talking, a lot of shit about George W. Bush, and I'm a conservative American, but I caught a lot of shit talking about George W. Bush from my cousin who's a liberal, very, 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 very liberal. And he's like, this is just sewage. Everything you're saying is sewage, just shit spilling from your mouth. Literally what he said. Those are his words. And so at the same time, if I talk any shit about Obama, anybody but Donald Trump, he's got something to say. He's like, everything you're saying is bullshit. I don't want to hear any of this. If I'm talking shit about Donald Trump, which I do, I voted for the man 3 times, but I talk shit about him. I don't think he should have us in Iran right now, to be honest. But the point is that people don't really know what the fuck they don't know what they don't know, and that's a problem for them. And there's a lot of that on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and all this bullshit, and it's problematic. But I think those apps have made us exponentially stupider, especially the younger generation. Like I
totally agree.
That's where they get the information from, and that's a problem,
Well, dude, the thing is, like, TikTok is clearly like a Chinese psyop.
Oh yeah,
it's 100% just there, like, and it's evidential because when you go and you look at like Chinese TikTok, no offense, China, don't kill me, you're like. You go in there and you watch the videos, and it's some kid doing like mathematics with his eyes closed. 17.5 billion views, and some other kid is like doing some traditional art, and that's like 12 billion views. And you go to the US version, and it's a guy farting in a rubber glove. And it's like, what are you choose what this algorithm promotes, dude. And then another kid breathes in the fart. But then like the Chinese version, it's like the kid becomes an astronaut, and you're like, well, obviously you're doing this as like this is a weaponized technology, dude. Like that's all. I mean, I'm sorry,
yeah.
but if anybody thinks it's not that, then you are insane. Like
Yeah.
it is
Let's
literally.
make everybody dumber.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is because, how do you take over a country that has a gun behind every blade of grass? You make the people too stupid enough to realize they're being invaded. That's the answer. That's the game.
Well,
So it is that. And that has. Do you see what happened in London? We won't get political, but we'll tell you some crazy stuff. You see what happened in London? What we did here, which is insane. Like you will not believe this if I tell you this. Like, honestly, hold on to your beards,
sure.
gentlemen. Hold on to your beards because, yeah. So in London, we have obviously really we have a thing here called the City of London, right? And there's data transfer cables, the fiber optic cables that all run through the city. Those things carry the data and through the Wi-Fi, they all carry the information that allows our City of London, which is basically the modern day equivalent of, when the British went around the world and colonized the whole world and tried to make they were like, oh, hey, we're going to give you toilets that flush and all that stuff. Like we gave that up because we thought, well, why would we, this is a big waste of money because we can just like take everybody's money and pretend that it's not money and put it in a trust fund and then shield the world's profits. And we'll create like a digital version of we'll basically they created a digital version of like colonialism and they held it inside the City of London and they used the old walls of the City of Londinium, which is in effect like a separate UK territory. It has its own mayor. So Sadiq Khan is now the mayor of the City of London, for instance. So there's a separate Lord Mayor and he is elected by businesses, and the businesses that elect him are done on, let's say, a profitocracy, because the more space you occupy within the city, the more votes you get, and that means you have more money. So it's just a money. You just vote with your money, and this guy comes in, and they control everything. And then they said, right, so we have like embassies in the UK. Loads of embassies, the US embassy, every embassy from every country in the world. And China said, could we build this massive embassy that's so massive that 2,000 people can sleep in it? And we also have bedrooms for thousands of people, like 500 people will be in here at all times and sleep here. And the UK government were like, yeah, all right. And they went, oh, but can we also move it right next to the City of London, so close to the City of London that there's only 3 meters away from us, just drilling a hole and catching those cables where we can just attach stuff to those cables. And the UK government went, well, that's a big security risk. We shouldn't really let you do that. And also, why do you need 500 people to sleep in an embassy? That's a bit weird. Nobody sleeps in the US embassy. Like, and why do you have, and then they say, oh, well, here's all the plans. And then in the plans, there was all these rooms that were like secret rooms. Like 100 secret rooms or something like that. And they were like, oh, why do you have all these bars in the walls and like handcuffs? And all these like weird rooms with bars and handcuffs that are like 3 levels underground. And they're like, oh, we don't know anything about that. And they were like, but they're here on the plans. And also, why is there a tunnel that goes right to our data cables? And you have all these things that are like, why do you have all these like lead walls everywhere? Why do you have all lead walls? And they were like, oh, we just like lead. We love lead. We love that. And we love cables, and we love to look at cables. We love to look at deep underground cables that are really close to us, that are really sensitive to your operations. We just like to look. We're just lookers. And then the government, all right, build it then. And they're building that right now, dude. They are building that. That was enough. They just went, oh, we just love cables. We just love them. And we love to sleep. We love sleepovers. We just love sleepovers. What can we say? they're building it right now. And you're like, you tell me right now these guys are not going to be hacking into those cables and going, oh, we just know all emails from every trader in the world that they're doing all this trading, and we're just going to fuck your stock market up from there. We're going to fuck you so bad it looked like you fucked yourself. Like, it's crazy that
Inviting invaders into your country.
it's literally the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, they're letting them spy. They're letting them. They're just letting them. And it's like, I don't know if I'm mental. I don't know if I'm crazy or everybody else is at this point. I cannot see the line any longer, dude. Like, it's totally dissolved, because if any other person, if I'd have turned around, like, if that was your neighbor, you're like, oh, hey, can I just move my house, like, right up against your house? And so that I can see in your bedroom while your wife is naked? And it's like, yeah, but you can shut your curtains, but also I have a tunnel that sees right up her skirt. But it's not, I don't want to look up her skirt or see you naked. I just love tunnels. What, are you drunk? What is that? Like, of course you're going to be using that. What, like, there's no having a tunnel unless you're using it, man. I just found that insane. So that was about a year ago. And that is when I fundamentally checked out of politics of any kind. Because I thought, well, these people are willfully insane, or I am. And I don't want to have to ask myself that question. So I just, like, I left it all, dude. And I just thought that was absolutely crazy. Like, that is what TikTok, being on TikTok makes me feel like that. So when I look at TikToks in the UK, it's like, it's all AI now.
Yeah.
So there's no anything on there.
So
and also, yeah.
Our buddy Paco or Raul or whatever the hell he wants to go by this today, he says he can't see the light either because it's full of tortas. Which, second part, he has a question for Paul. Well, not our Paul, the other Paul, who just put an upper decky in. His question is, have you ever seen the species called the tortas? And if you have, how was the confrontation?
The tortoise.
The tortas. So
You
that
mean, like-
is, the tortas is a slang term for full-figured
It's
Latino
a plump
full-figured
Latina lady.
Latino women. So he wants to know if you've ever come across them yet.
Be careful.
Also-
Google that. Be careful.
You mean big booty Latinas?
Yes. Oh, big,
I have.
big everything. He also
let-
says that, going back to the whole embassy thing with people sleeping in there, he says that us this is him saying it, not me, by the way, so don't cancel me. He says us Mexicans have Chevy Cavaliers and we fit 20 in there. Facts. I try to get him to call in. He says he's at work, so, which is probably a good thing, but
I can answer the question directly. I am seeing for the first time what you guys refer to as a torta. Isn't torta Spanish for cake? That's what it is, right? Is it not like?
There's a reason that they call them tortas. So I mean, it does pertain to.
he says huge.
Well, some of these chicks don't look so bad, dude. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at, but I mean, this is obviously English Google, so it's not going to be. I can't say that I mean, well, okay, that's a guy. That is for sure a guy. Have you guys ever heard of the term gunt?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna drop some English lore on you, some Scottish English lore. A gunt is a woman whose belly is extremely distended to the point where she has a flap that goes over her vagina.
Yeah, we call that a fupa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a fupa, but in the UK we call that a gunt.
Yeah, fupa is an acronym.
Yeah.
Is it?
Oh yeah, fat upper. You can fill in the P word area.
Yeah. Oh, and gunt is a hybrid. It's a cross between gut and unt.
like that.
So
That makes sense.
yeah. Some of these chicks are not bad. I would never shame a fat chick, never. Never. But what I'm trying to be politically correct here. Some of these women are fat and some are dudes. But generally speaking, the middle of the line is good. So thank you for the question, but I have never encountered it, so I don't have a good baseline for this, guys. But that was a funny question, dude. I feel like fat women are like
Raul says slang for full-figured, beautiful Latino women. Oh hell no, I love tortas. I told my wife she needs to gain weight, but she doesn't.
Oh, got it, dude. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like when you look at when you look at chicks back in the 1600s and whatever, being like fat and full bodied was a sign that you were like super healthy and that you could
You're wealthy. You could
and you could
money,
have
yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
And then suddenly we had all these chicks in the 80s, 90s that were super stick thin. And you're like, I don't find that attractive. I like in the middle, so I feel like these chicks are like should be getting some. Somebody's gonna smash. And they should. Like I think it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. That's 5 smashes out of 6.
Torta approved podcast.
Torta approved. Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. And you know what? You gotta slay a few dragons before you get to the princess. Sorry. Oh, no, that was like a sting in the tail. I didn't mean that.
He says, let's go explore. So if you're ever in Texas, go meet him. I told him that you got a lady, so don't get him in trouble.
Don't get me in trouble. I can't get divorced, brother. Yeah, that's not on the cards. But no, okay, I will hit you up, brother. Dear me. No, I'm joking. That's terrible.
No, he's if you want to learn about some American cigars, he knows a lot of people. He's smoked a lot of cigars. He's a good guy. Nice. He would have probably jumped on here and because we have a call-in feature where you could kind of call in and ask questions. He would have done it if he wasn't working.
I love that, man.
He's been fucking up our episodes for the last 3-4 weeks already. So,
it looks like I caught a break then.
He's a great dude.
I must have caught a break tonight then. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to my friend, 2 friends, Dennis and Shanna Hoy, who are from Tennessee. I got to show you guys this, and you have to help me here. So they gave me some cigars. Now I don't know if you can see this clearly, but I'm gonna read it to you what it is, right? Does that make any sense? There's a bit of shine here. So I'll tell you what it is. It's Rocky Patel 2025 Year of the Snake. Right? Yep. They gave these to me, and I cannot smoke them because how am I gonna smoke these things, man?
Ugh. Well, so one thing you'll come to realize, since you're holding up Tennessee colors there, I'm a lifelong UK fan and lifelong. Well, I can't say lifelong, but I'm a UK employee as well.
You got to specify UK. You're talking to a man that lives in UK.
Yeah, well, University of Kentucky. We are bitter rivals with Tennessee. University of Tennessee.
I'm familiar.
Yeah,
I'm familiar. I want to come and see a college football game with what is it? Tennessee Vols and Kentucky Bobcats. I hear there's a rivalry.
It's a rivalry. It's a rivalry.
I want to come and see that, dude.
College football is spectacular. Like that is something I think everyone needs to experience at least once in their lifetime. You got agreed. It doesn't matter if it's just some bullshit game of whether it's a big name school like UK or Tennessee or Florida playing some no-name school, or if it's a big rivalry game.
I think
obviously the rivalry games are so much better, but just the atmosphere, no matter what kind of game it is something that everyone needs to experience.
Tell me this.
I can speak to that because I worked UK games, and I'm at the rivalry games and I'm at the bullshit games, but I will say the rivalry games are so much better.
Okay, tell me what I'm in for here, because we wanted to go to. Have you saw this Aer Lingus college football in Ireland?
No.
Okay, so Aer Lingus, an Irish flight transatlantic flight carrier, they're organizing. Let me see. Aer Lingus is a weird name.
It sounds like giving head on an airplane is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, I'm getting some Aer Lingus. Don't come in the bathroom. I'm getting some Aer Lingus. Get out of here. So Aer Lingus are doing a 2026 this year, right? In August 29th, they are doing the Texas Christian University Horned Frogs
Okay.
against the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Good. That's a good game. That's a good game. Yeah.
Thank God, did, because we got passes to go on the pitch and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like to go in to be in the field pre-game, and record some stuff and do some videos and stuff. So
That'd be
thank
pretty
God,
cool.
thank God I emailed them.
But North Carolina doesn't have the greatest football team. They're more of a basketball school. But TCU has a really good. I mean, they don't have a bad football team, but TCU has usually has a really good.
Yeah, they've stepped it
team.
up over the last couple of years.
Well, this is apparently like one of the first. It's not the first, but they've had a few of these games before in the past. I don't know how big they've been, but they're really trying to like show the American culture to the Irish, and we've got like American football, like NHL. Let me tell you what this is, right? NHL
NFL games. Yeah, you've got NFL games.
Sorry,
Yeah.
dude. All right,
Yeah.
I better correct that. Change that to an F.
Usually in England, Germany. There's been some in Ireland, and that was actually a question that I was going to ask you about, because the three of us, Paul and I especially, are huge NFL fans, and they've been doing this over there. So I was wondering if you've been to any of the games, or if you've watched any of the games on TV or anything like that.
I watched them last year, but in the UK, it's we watched it on TV. But in the UK, it's not great to watch things on TV because you sort of need like a license for a lot of this stuff. Like we have a TV license. I don't know if you know what that is.
Nope, not a clue.
It's illegal to watch TV without a license.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you need a license.
And then we got Americans over here just bricking some stuff so we can watch random shit for free.
Hold on, I was gonna say I can watch English channels here on my TV upstairs. I can watch channels from Pakistan, whatever the fuck. I pay $40 a month for this shit. I can watch channels from any country on the planet. 11,000 channels that I have on my fucking TV. 11,000. I'm not kidding.
You can see everything.
Christ,
and when I signed up, I was like, because I've got 4 kids, and I was going to put it on all their TV, and there were thousands of porn channels, and I was like, eliminate that. We don't want that. But every other fucking channel,
give it to me.
11,000. So yeah, that is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I remember years ago I had one of those Fire Sticks, those Amazon Fire Sticks jailbroken, and it had every sports thing possible. I'd be waking up or getting home from work, or waking up at 2-3 in the morning watching cricket or watching like rugby, like a bunch of random ass shit. Just I get home, depending on if I worked the late shift or the morning shift, I'd get home at 1-2 in the morning and just flip it on, and I'm watching cricket or rugby or one of these overseas like games that they play over there that I have no idea what I'm watching, but I'm watching it because I know there's nothing on here at that time. And yeah, like it's just some crazy shit that you could see.
I had the same. Like I had one of those Fire Sticks a few years ago, and I never realized there was so much porn on it. Right? I never realized that it was like fucking 6,000 porn channels. So I skipped through it, right? I was sitting here one night. Emily was away working. I didn't beat off or nothing, I promise. But I was watching. So I hope nobody that likes me is watching this because their illusions are gonna be shattered. I wasn't doing anything illicit, right? I was just genuinely interested about the programming that was available to me, and I clicked on a bunch of that stuff. It was like Buttbusters 5, and you know, I was like, how do they just have that? So anyway, I clicked through loads of it. I wasn't watching it. I was just like, I couldn't believe that there was like 2,000 channels of that. I thought some of this must be fake because I paid a guy $40 online for a stick that turned up at my door, and then I plugged it in and I had like basically every channel known to man, right? It was like interdimensional cable from Rick and Morty, right? I don't know if you ever saw that, right? And I couldn't believe it. And I went, oh, well, that's crazy. I can't believe that's there. So I was texting my mate and I was like, hey, do you know this thing's got like basically everything on it? Like, it's crazy. And we were laughing away, blah, blah. I had a few beers, went to sleep, woke up the next morning. Emily's coming back about an hour later, and then it says last watched. I turned the TV on and it said last watched. And because I'd flicked through like 40 of these things because I didn't believe that they were all live, I was like, there's no way. You can't even get on the internet for that stuff. You can't even search that on the internet and get exactly what you want. Like, there's no way all these things are real. I was like, wow, that's actually exactly what that channel says it is. Wow, that's exactly what that channel says it is. And I went through so many, I spent like 45 minutes deleting like all the all the history. It was so bad. And I didn't even do anything. That was the thing. It was purely like curiosity, and they did, yeah, for science. It was so bad, dude, because I never felt so guilty for having done nothing in my life. Like, I genuinely was like just having a beer with my mate, and I was sitting on the phone to him going, "Wow, did they have like, you know, all this crazy stuff? Like, and it's real." I'm sitting on videos and everything. 45 minutes in the morning on a Thursday, deleting the history. Because obviously they don't let you just delete it all at once. You've got to go through each one.
Make you work for it, yeah.
Yeah, you had to work for it. So it's mad though. But no, in the UK we have a TV license, and I put up a video the other day. I can't remember exactly what it was. Somebody was telling me, "Oh, it can't be that bad in the UK," and I was like, "Well, what do you define as bad? Like, I mean, what do you like?" And they say, "Oh, well, we get this and that," and I said, "Well, in the UK, like, I'll bring this statistic up because it's pretty crazy, right? People don't believe this, but it's actually real. How many people are put in prison? Watch this, for TV licensing offences in the UK yearly." Okay, Google is gaslighting me now, but 40,000 to 50,000 are prosecuted.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And you know who it is, dude? It's like seven. Yeah. Did you know who it is though? It says prosecutions. Here's Google trying to correct me here. Prosecutions versus imprisonment. Like I didn't know what I was Googling in the first place. You know, like, come on. Tens of thousands of people are prosecuted annually. I'm reading this right from Google. I will screenshot this to prove it. With the majority resulting in financial penalties rather than custody. Oh, well, that's great. That's awesome. Thanks for that.
That's all it is. It's a money scam. It's a money grab. It's like it's the speed cameras in the United States. It's just a money grab.
Don't wait for it.
That you're going 3 miles over the speed limit, except the guy who gets a $60 check in the you know, that jurisdiction.
That's right.
Yeah, but there's only 40 or 50,000. Yeah, there's only 40 or 50,000 of that guy, so don't worry.
Right. Yep.
You know, like I checked this out. You think that's the bad part? I'm not even at the bad part yet, guys. This is the bad part. That's the funny part. The bad part is coming up next. A high percentage, roughly 73 to 75 of those prosecuted for TV license evasion are women.
Oh my.
Wait, over the age of 65.
Oh my God. Come on.
Your fucking grandma.
Just wants to
You're fucking people are just like, this is like right? It's crazy. And what they don't tell you here is the other 25% are intellectually disabled people.
Jesus.
That's what we're doing here in the UK. Meanwhile, in the UK, we're just like prosecuting grandmas for watching,
Watching
like,
TV.
yeah, and disabled people who don't even know that you need a license. We're like, you're going straight to jail. No peas for you. No fish, no chips. Go to jail.
Crazy.
You don't collect £200.
You can go. You can get on Amazon right now and buy a fucking $20 antenna to attach to your fucking TV, and get 50 to 60 channels now. It used to be 3 or 4, and then it grew to maybe 10. But
and they gave those out when that antenna TV thing was like 10 years ago. You
Yep.
could go online and get a voucher to take, and so you could get a free antenna, so everybody in the country could have free TV.
That's wild, dude. No, like I've just found this actually. This is crazy. This is from a very well established mainstream media outlet in the UK called The Guardian. Don't know if you guys have heard of this.
Yep, absolutely.
TV license fee scandal. Now, the Guardian are not like, you know, that's not, they don't like Donald Trump, right? They're not right wing.
Right.
So they're probably, I would say, more left leaning, right? Without getting political, but they're probably more left leaning. Even these guys, the TV license fee scandal. Why are 1,000 people a week casually being criminalized? There's like it's 52,000 people, like baseline minimum, getting like criminal records for watching the telly.
That's insane.
So that's what we're doing. Meanwhile, that's what we're up to.
Yeah, and you guys are locking people up for talking shit online too, right?
I know it's bad, dude. That's one of the things. That's what a big thing for me in America is, like, obviously free speech.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I obviously don't want to go into it too much because in the UK it's obviously really dangerous for me to like speak on it.
Absolutely.
But we have some real issues here in terms of like being able to speak your mind, and it's punishable, you know. And it means that even to the point where I cannot tell you, like, this, that, yeah. I'm not being hyperbolic, dude. I'm just a guy who eats chicken parms online.
So have you been turned on to the guilty pleasure of watching the YouTube videos of the First Amendment auditors?
Absolutely, dude. That's like 90% of my feed, dude.
That's
I love
mine
it.
too. Mine too. My
I
whole
love it,
entire
man.
algorithm is First Amendment auditors. It's just
It's
such a
brilliant,
guilty
dude.
pleasure. I can get caught up for hours just watching those videos. I love them.
After this, I'm about to. I'll really in bed for another 2 hours, dude.
Exactly. I have certain ones that I like the best. That, like, you know, it's just such a guilty pleasure to watch them. I just love when they shut down these ignorant people, most of them cops, but mostly old people who, I fought for this country. It's like, that's what we're supporting, is what you fought for.
We
You
are
know?
also fighting for this guy. This is another type of warfare, my man.
This is what you fought for. We're just putting it out there to make sure that it's being upheld. And you're the one arguing. It's so funny to me.
It is wild. Like the thing is, like, I think people don't realize, like this is what. So the US and the UK government right now, like we have a serious, like, we need to free speech is the basis of like civilization. Did you know? Like from ancient Roman times, like the Senate, how we discuss their problems. That's how we solve stuff. Like to limit that is to limit our capability to solve stuff. So I'm huge on that First Amendment because it's very important to me that my kids and the future generations of people that are related to me are able to solve the problems that we face as a civilization. I feel like we need to be able to solve that, like, to live, because we are literally one pubic hair away from being fucking smashed by an asteroid at any given moment. And if we don't know how to figure that out because somebody's going to get sad or offended, like, we just deserve to be smashed by the asteroid then. Don't talk about it. Just get hit by the big meteor or whatever. So for me, it's really important, not from a religious standpoint or a governmental standpoint or anything, just from a true, logical, purely autistic ADHD brain that I have, which is that how are you going to fix the thing if you can't even say the word of the thing?
Yep.
It's just, we need to be able to say the thing. So everybody wants to say, "Oh, well, you're political about this." No, dude, it is purely asteroids. I'm really concerned about asteroids, and we need to fix that ASAP, dude. We need to be able to fix that.
You probably need to worry about AI before you need to worry about asteroids, I think. But both are very, very reasonable.
What about
concerns.
AI steroids?
Well, there you go. There you go.
Combination of both.
Well, we do have that satellite or whatever that's
Yeah.
going towards the moon that people are going to say that the moon's going to explode or come off track and fuck us all up.
What is that one? I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I didn't read it because I thought it was funny, but something about, I don't know if it was a satellite or a rocket that was doing its little orbit. Apparently, it's making its trek to, and it's going to land on the moon, or it's going to hit the moon. And people are flipping out that it's going to change the path of the moon, that it might change this and that, and then we're going to have a big tsunami that takes out the world, or maybe the moon is going to break apart. And I'm like, no. Do you know how much shit hits the moon on a daily basis?
That's so much bigger than a tiny satellite.
much bigger things hit the fucking moon constantly and regularly.
That
Dude, they did nuke. They nuked the moon. They nuked the moon, didn't they?
That was a movie, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think that was a movie.
I thought they nuked the moon. Did?
I don't know how a nuclear explosion would work in space anyway. But the next thing you got to worry about anyway is 10 days from now, guys. We're going to lose gravity and 40 million people are going to die because they're going to fall to their death.
Oh, I hate that.
August 12th, 7 seconds. We're losing gravity. You're going to go about 60 feet in the air if you're not holding on to something that's fixed to the ground, and then you're going to fall about 60 feet, and a lot of people are going to die.
Who said this?
Oh, Google it. It's
science.
Google it. Science said it. There's
science.
The whole thing was there's two. I'm going to fuck it up, but there's two black holes that collapsed or something in deep space, and the shock wave or something that came out of them crosses Earth at the same time, and so for 7 seconds, gravity will cease to exist because of this wave passing over the planet or something like that.
August 12th.
Yeah.
August
Coming up
12th.
here in 10 days.
Do we have? I got to look up. Do we have a time? Do we have a time for this? Because I feel like
they got it down to the time. I forget what it is. I think it's like in the middle of the day for the East Coast.
I feel like I got to go outside and jump right at that time and try to get as high as possible.
Buildings, everything are just gone. So they say you go out and hug a tree.
But it doesn't even make sense because, I'm immediately I had to Google this, right? And it says no, Earth will not lose gravity. And I thought, because it's not possible for Earth to lose gravity because gravity is generated centrally. Mm-hmm. It's based on mass.
Yeah.
But you can't cancel mass. Then you're canceling mass. Then, right. Well, we have bigger fucking problems than gravity then if we're canceling mass because that means that our entire solar system is going to collapse. Yep. The fucking sun is going to suck. We're going to be sucked into the fucking sun then if we're collapsing gravity.
7 seconds. It's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me. That is going to be 7 seconds of your life. That's crazy.
Yeah, that 8th second, that's going to be the dangerous one, though.
Yeah, it always is, brother. It always is. Yeah, the come down is always the hardest part. But it's people believe fucking. This is. I bet
that shit's been going on for like a year.
I bet it started on TikTok. Yeah, the Chinese are like, tell them the moon's gay for 6 minutes.
Blow up.
Tell them the moon's gonna be gay for 5 weeks. They just make up. Who even? Oh, dude, I saw a thing the other day which was so funny. Oh my god, it was the funniest thing I ever saw in my life. I think I laughed so hard I almost fucking killed myself in the shower. So I like to not purposefully, but I think I burst out laughing so much that I almost slipped. I had to hold on to the fucking hold on to stuff. Some guy, there's a whole trend on TikTok, surprisingly enough, about people building up immunity to stuff. So there's sunglasses deniers, right?
Just staring at the sun.
I've seen the sun gazers who go out and stare at the sun for 30 minutes a day.
Yes, to build up immunity, they're like, oh, God never created sunglasses. Yeah. So that means I must be able to look at the sun. So I'm just going to stare into it. And the guy's like, well, do you know what I did? I just went out there and stared into the sun, right? And I'm not going to go blind, obviously, because what happened was I started staring into the sun for 3 minutes every day and I didn't get sunburned. So that's my body building up like a layer. And like, it's just like people, I'm going to send you a link to this after this guy. This guy genuinely believes what he's saying.
Oh,
He actually believes it did. And it's like, his eye is like just fucking
yeah. Burned. Yeah, burned.
his eyes are just fucking twitching off, and he's like, "Oh, I'm staring into the sun," and he's also sunning his asshole.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
I've
people
seen
too.
those.
Like,
Yep.
dude, you know, nobody. There's a reason it's between your cheeks, mate. Like, nobody's flapping around like fighting dinosaurs with their asshole out. Like, this is not like the internet is great for that, dude. Honestly, it's like infinite amount of infinite laughs. But this guy really, and he was English. He was like he was from like Liverpool or something like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, it's never sunny in Liverpool. There's no sun
Well,
there.
that's
like,
why he can get away with it, because he's just staring at a gray sky.
yeah, he's just looking up into the cloud. That's a cloud, brother. And you have just you're just doing a sexual offence in the middle of a housing estate. Like, you're just showing the neighbours your ass.
Laying on your back with your legs up over your head.
And the funny thing was, he looked like the kind of guy that would like smash a glass over your head in the pub for looking at his girlfriend in the wrong way.
Except
Oh,
now he won't. Now he
I
won't.
was
be
going to say, he won't be able to
you.
see you looking at him because
Because he's got his cheeks spread and he's on the balcony
Waddling
with
around.
shit. Yeah.
Yes, sunburnt asshole and scorched eyes.
that's the thing. That's probably the biggest thing about any social, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. It's people see stuff like this someone posts something as a joke, and then these kids see it as, oh, this is real, and then they end up hurting themselves. Like the new thing is those what are those liquid filled like stress balls?
The Nito.
The Nitos.
Trust me, I know all about it. We have probably 100 inside. My kid.
There's a new thing
my age
apparently.
group is addicted to them.
There's a new
The
thing about
Nemos?
heating them up.
Yeah, so
In the
Google
microwave.
Nito, Neehdo, I think.
Something
They're just
like
like sensory. They're squishies essentially.
I see it, right.
They make them in different feels and different sizes. Some are filled with sand, some are filled with gel. Well, yeah, somebody put out there you can put it in the microwave. So these kids are microwaving them and squeezing them. They're popping like hot lava all over.
Giving them like third-degree burns on the face and.
But I mean, that's common sense.
Well, yeah.
I asked my kid. I said, "Would you ever put one of these in the microwave?" She was like, "No, it'd probably explode." I was like, "Thank you. Just don't."
Dude.
That goes back to the fucking Tide Pod shit too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're idiots. They're
We're
fucking
still
idiots.
living in the Tide Pod universe, dude, where I have not escaped.
Well,
We're
it's just-
still there.
I
don't remember-
think that's where CERN shifted us to. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's the timeline now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're shifting into the conspiracy theory podcast. Like we're we're morphing into
We always do somehow. We always end up there.
that.
Well,
No, did you
I
know?
don't remember who it is, but there's a guy that gets on those what is it, like Omegle and those like video things that you can just skip people, whatever.
Yeah.
And he tells them to put a full egg in the microwave for 5 minutes.
And they all do it.
And they do it, and the fucking thing explodes. The microwave door comes flying out. And fucking this hot ass yolk comes flying out, and he's like, fuck you, and skips.
Is that?
And then
That's
you see the
crazy,
parents
dude.
coming running downstairs, and there's a 12-year-old crying, covered in hot egg, and the microwave's just blasted open. The parents are like, "Well, are you stupid?" It's like, this has to be staged. It's so outrageous. It has to be staged. But
Unfortunately, it has to
No, it's
happen, so people
Yeah.
stop doing it. But people
Yeah,
don't
well,
stop
ooh.
doing it.
Dude, the funny thing was, I saw a TikTok again. It wasn't even a TikTok. It was like Instagram. I think it was. It was some platform. Might have been YouTube Shorts. And the guy is like, "Oh, do you know why they sell canned foods in a can? Because that's the thing that you heat up because it's metal, and so you just put that right on the stove."
And it fucking
And-
explodes.
Oh, dude, it was a black guy, right? And it scorched him so bad that he became white in the face.
Oh my
It
god.
literally stripped about 5 layers of skin off this guy, and he was just a white dude now. And that will never fix. That is it. You are there now. Like, that's it. You are.
I saw
It's
I saw some kids doing it, and you see the can sitting on they had an electric stove top, so you have like the flames coming up, and you see the can just rattling.
Oh,
and
God,
they get behind like the door or whatever, and they're like, "What's going on? Like, someone go grab it." And one of the kids was like, "I'll go grab it off," and it takes a step out, but like only like halfway, and fucking, I think it was black beans or some kind of refried beans, just coats the wall. The funniest fucking thing in the world, because none of the kids got hurt. Luckily, they were hanging behind the doors and walls, but the whole kitchen just like exploded in beans.
Vaporized black beans,
I
dude.
tell you what, that reminds me. When I was in college, I lived in the ice hockey house, played hockey for University of Maryland, and we got like a sponsorship with Pepsi One. I don't know if you remember, that was one of their failed versions of like 1 calorie Pepsi. We had pallets and pallets of that shit at our house. We would go on campus and like hand out as like whatever. And we had a fireplace, and we played hockey in the winter, so we had parties after every game, and we had an open door policy. I mean, we didn't even have a door in the back. I mean, this was like it was a college house, you know. I mean, like there was squirrels in the house all the time. Like it was a shithole. You kept your room locked and kind of in order, but the house was just a fucking shithole. But I would all the time. I would get drunk. We'd play beer pong, and I'd get drunk, and I'd grab 1 or 2 cans of Pepsi One, and I'd make my way over to the fire where everybody's dancing in the living room, and I'd roll one into the fireplace and just slowly walk away. And about 10 minutes later, it was just like ash bomb. Boom. Ash and hot Pepsi would just spray everyone down. Party's over. It's a way to clear the house.
See, that is a way to clear the house, dude. Jeez, that is crazy. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think. I did see another video that made me absolutely. Oh, that your story sucked me in so much that I don't remember what I was going to talk about. What was it, dude? Oh, anyway, that is very funny, dude. But like, we never had this type of thing in the UK where you were like a sports teenager.
Oh yeah.
Like that was not a thing. Like we didn't have that university, fraternity.
Yeah, no, it's a big thing here. Like I went to Maryland, and we had like the frat culture is different. Like the fraternity culture, that was, you know, based on your. I never got into it, so I don't even know what they do. But there was just like a social group, I guess.
Yeah.
But every sports team had their own house as well. So a group of people from the team would usually live. Some would live at home, some would live on campus. But then there was always a group, like the hockey house. We lived next to the rugby house. The baseball house was behind us.
Oh,
and everybody would have parties, and so you just know, oh, rugby house is having a party tonight. Everybody know where to go. You know, baseball team's having a party tonight. Everybody know where to go. And so it was fun, and all the houses were the same. It's like the bedrooms were locked during the parties.
Yeah.
The house was just open door policy, to the point where we had parties so big where like we would have kegs delivered from the liquor store because we needed. I mean, we got a citation one time because they came around and the city inspector counted, I want to say like 60 kegs on the property that were just empty that we just needed to return at some point. But it was just like, oh, we're busy, you know, we're in college, we're busy. And so we got a citation. We had to take all the kegs back. But yeah, it was, I mean, you would have hundreds, 1,000 people sometimes in just a single family house. And I mean, people would sign the walls, and the furniture would rotationally, we would get furniture off of Craigslist because when the mood was right, we'd take it to the field and burn the couches just for fun. After a big win by the basketball or football team, you know, it was it was fun. It was definitely fun. But looking back, I don't know how we all survived.
That's the thing that still happens around here, Paul.
I'm sure. I know it does.
Well, no, if UK wins the national championship, we burn couches, we burn cars
for no reason.
I want to see that.
Cars. We never did cars, thankfully.
Oh yeah,
messed up.
You know, we'll set
burn your own couch. That's one thing, but you burn somebody else's car. That's kind of fucked up.
Now we'll flip a car and set it on fire. It's happened. It's usually a couch, but the cars it has happened.
Now, police car, I'm all for that. Flip that son bitch and light it on fire, but don't do it to public citizens.
They'll do it with a Tesla because the fire will never end.
It'll never end.
It'll burn to the core of the earth. we just never had like any of that stuff like that. You guys, I'm not saying you take it for granted, so please don't think I'm saying that. But like what you had, like that experience, just like
what we're used to.
Yeah, what you're used to is so uncommon in the world. Like that type of like wild life when you're a teenager and the freedom to just do all that crazy stuff, that is not common, man. Like, and I want that for my kids. I want my kids to grow up in a place that I saw when I was growing up, because I obviously we're heavily influenced by American media here in the UK, right? And now when I'm an adult and I look back and I think, right, I had a great upbringing. I was really lucky because I was probably that generation where, like you said, Paul, you never had iPads. Like your kids, obviously, like they're stressing out if they don't have an iPad or whatever. We never had that, dude. Like I was telling a story earlier to Dana and Brian, and they were like, I was in the pub with these guys, right? And a wasp came and I went, whew, and just chopped the wasp. And they were like, how did you chop that wasp? And I was like, well, I grew up throwing rocks at people throwing rocks at my face. Like we didn't have TV, dude. And then she was like, no, one of the person who we were sitting next to, there's actually this woman in the pub and her husband, Hannah, and I think the guy's name was Cameron. And another wasp comes and I went, psh, and just whacked the wasp out of the air. I hit it in the face with one of my fingernails, knocked it out, and I went, finish it. My wife stomped on it, right? And did this twice in the space of 3 seconds. She's like, how are you so good at this? And I'm like, look, we never had the internet when we grew up. Like, we found our fun throwing rocks at each other's faces. And we believed, because we smoked so much weed that when we were younger, we smoked so much weed that we believed that if we shut our eyes and threw these rocks at each other, we could sharpen our senses. And we would become like at one with the flying rocks.
Ninjas.
Those
Sure,
Jedi senses.
Dude, it worked.
We
It worked.
we would beat each other with sticks. My friend and I, we'd get big ass sticks and stand on top of a mound. There was a rope swing, and we'd beat the fuck out of each other with sticks. And whoever gave in first didn't get to go on the rope swing.
There you go. That's that. Yeah.
I remember me and my cousins would go in the woods with BB guns, and we would have full like jungle warfare. And
Warfare. Yeah.
One
Traps and shit like spike pits.
We did that
person
with,
who had the least amount of little red welts on their body when we got
That's right.
back.
we did that with frozen paintball guns or paintballs.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're from the generation of lawn darts. I mean, remember, did you have lawn darts?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude.
Fire
Jeez,
up in the air and hope they don't land on your skull.
dude, those things were deadly. Those split you in two like a shard of piss.
Yeah,
Like,
they were sold.
You just get peeled. But there's the thing, like, and she was like, "Oh, that's crazy," and I went, "No, that's not even crazy." That we would go into the woods and find big pebbles in the river and throw them at each other's faces. What's crazy is that we never thought that was hardcore enough, and we then decided that we would play another game, which was go into the woods at night, set a big bonfire, put loads of sticks in the bonfire, and wait till the fire went out. So you just had the sticks that had embers at the end, and then you throw those sticks at each other's faces in the dark. That was the next level of the game. And the only indicator you had was flying embers, and you had to just, oh. And you know what? The funny thing is, you got fucking smashed in the face with one of those once. It never happened again.
I know we do something similar. Do you guys have bottle rockets in the UK?
Yeah, I know
So,
Or
Yeah.
Roman candles.
we
Roman
fucking
candles,
Roman
that's it,
candles
yeah.
or bottle rockets. So a bottle rocket, you put that shit in a fucking bottle and it shoots off whatever direction the bottle's going.
Yeah,
And we'd set them shits off at each other.
that's brilliant, man.
That's the next step up from what you're just
We're
talking
all
about.
we're all roughly in our 40s, right? I think we're all in our 40s.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Except Jerry.
so
Gary's a little younger.
Jerry's in his 30s.
I can tell.
37 tomorrow.
he's the only guy who's not
Happy
bald.
early birthday. Yeah.
He's the only non-baldy.
Far from.
Yeah, I'm actually currently growing it out for charity. So
I'm currently
it's-
trying. Me too,
it's like-
brother. I'm trying. Me too. No, that was it. When I grew up, it was Jackass, right? And like bottle rockets and Roman candles. If you could duct tape it to something that moved, then somebody else had to run in front. So we got our hand in Roman candles, and we would sellotape them to our skateboards and all sorts of stuff, dude. So, like, but these kids these days are not doing that. You know, the only videos online on the 4th of July with people being irresponsible with fireworks were men in their 40s.
Here's my wife, Sarah, by the way. Everybody say hi
Hey,
to Sarah.
Sarah.
Hey, how are
Nice to meet you. The only people that I saw on the July 4th videos of being completely irresponsible with fireworks were men in their late 30s to late 40s, dude. I didn't see a single 18-year-old experimenting for the first time.
Well, that's as far as fireworks go, something that you'll find that is. I don't think these two guys know about it. There are fireworks you can get in Tennessee that you can't get in a lot of the surrounding states because they have outlawed those fireworks.
We have people go to South Carolina, pick it up, and come back because Georgia and Florida don't. In Florida, I don't know about Georgia, but Florida, you can't buy mortars, like the big mortars that shoot up.
You can get those in Kentucky. You can get those in Kentucky.
If you drive to South Carolina, buy them, or Kentucky or Tennessee, and drive back down here, you can shoot them off. There's no law about shooting them off. You just can't buy them. So people will trek up north a couple states and then come back down. That being said, 4th of July, I was at my buddy's house until for about 10:30. We got a dog that is deathly scared of like those noises and stuff. So we kind of, by the time that everything's going crazy, plus I don't like driving. Well, I wasn't driving. The wife picked me up, but I don't like being on the road when all these drunks are driving around. So I like to be home by that time. So I left about 10:30. We had 2 fires in the backyard because of the fireworks.
Oh, shit.
They were small fires, but they're like we shoot a couple off. We go inside, and all of a sudden, someone outside taking a piss or smoking a cigar or something. Like there's a fire out there, and you look out, and all like the empty boxes,
embers,
are just up in flames. So we go out there and spray it, and then we go inside, we shoot some more off, and then 20 minutes later, hey, there's another fire out there.
Dude, I fucking we you know the thing was like that was our first ever 4th of July, right? Like ever this year. And we got interviewed on Newsmax on the 4th of July in the morning. So we were on national television in people's fucking television sets in America, and I said to them, we don't have an invitation to anywhere. Can somebody like tell Kid Rock that we need to come and like see some fireworks? We need to irresponsibly set off fireworks. I need to commit like at least a small, like a misdemeanor. Like I need to get involved in a few misdemeanors. That's not going to affect my visa. Like, you know, they probably let me off with it. But I wanted to do some really irresponsible fucking like throw thousands of bottle rockets on a campfire, you know, and just run away. And I saw all the videos of these guys doing it, and I was like, dude, I need to go back to that life. That's the type of...
If you're doing it for America, they'll put you to the front of the line to get you your visa. So
they damn sure will.
I was doing it for America. I was doing it to be American. I was doing it in the great tradition, the sport of being American. But we didn't get a single invite, so we ended up just watching the downtown fireworks from really far away because downtown Nashville was like literally insane. You just don't want to be there, dude. It's not a place for people. It's great if you're like... I
don't like being there in downtown Nashville in a normal day. Yeah, I can't imagine like a major holiday.
No, think about this. So last year, college football, we talked about this earlier, Vanderbilt, which is a
huge.
They're there in
the field goal post?
Yeah, they beat Tennessee, and they ripped the field goals out of the field and took them down Broadway and threw them in the river.
It was like a 2-mile trek too.
It was like the whole crowd that was at the football team, everybody that rushed the field, or I would assume anyway, they fucking crowded the streets, shut down traffic, carried that fucking field goal.
I want to know how they got it out of the stadium.
How many people did?
Neyland, I mean, well, no, it wasn't Neyland. It was at Vandy, but it was thousands of people. Thousands of people.
And then they threw it in the river. And for the longest time, you could go to Google Maps, and you could kind of zoom in, and there will be a little pin or whatever, and it'll say like the Vandy field goal post or whatever it was. You couldn't see it in the map, but there was someone put a post.
Someone
there.
penned it.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that so much, dude.
But yeah, it was like
much.
It was like a 2+ mile trek of just these thousands of college kids just holding up field goal posts going, and they just chucked it in. It was.
They did the cost. It was like $15 grand to replace it. It was like another 20 grand for contractors to install it.
Here it is. Let's see here. Let me get past the news lady. So there they go.
Oh my god, dude, that is amazing.
Right down Broadway. I mean, just thousands of it, just a river of people. I'm sorry, it was Bama, not Tennessee. It was Alabama, who is a big. They're a big football powerhouse. There they go with the field goal right there, right down to the river. It's right down, and there it goes in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. How that made it out of the stadium, I'm still flabbergasted.
It ended up costing the school over 150 grand because you see on there they got fined 100 grand and all in it was like almost 50 grand to replace it and pay contractors to put a new field goal up because you got to get a crane and everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Well,
100
that's
grand hit to the school.
well.
Money
That's the
well
thing,
spent,
is
if you ask me. Money well spent.
in college football, at least in the SEC, if you storm the field, the first offense is 50,000. After that, it's 100, and it goes up from there.
Is
I
that
think
fans?
no money, dollars.
Oh no, I mean not 50,000. You have to kill 50,000 fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, that yeah.
Well, who pays that then? The school?
School.
Yeah, school. Yeah.
The camera is tripping me out here. Like I don't know if my hat is actually straight. Like
It's leaning to your right a little bit.
I'm looking at myself in the screen.
There you go.
Yeah, sort of.
That's
Fucking hell.
to your right. There you go. There you go.
There we go. Some sort of good.
I'm reading your hat backwards.
Yeah.
So,
I got it flipped on Google, but yeah, for the longest time, I don't know if it's still there, but you could see
Yeah.
Vanderbilt goalpost in the
That's
river.
absolutely amazing, dude. That's this is the type of thing that makes me just love America. It's like who would come up with that? Nobody would think of that in the UK. We wouldn't be like, oh, let's take the half of the stadium and put it in the field. No one would think of this. Like we wouldn't. This is not a thing. Like that's what.
That would be like during a soccer match, so like fans rushing the field and taking the whole fucking net with them, the goal with them, and then going down and throwing it in the damn river.
Well, hey,
yeah.
you know what? You know what would happen, dude? Like the local council would get involved.
Oh yeah.
And everybody there would be, they would have like some sort of order placed against them, and they wouldn't be able to watch TV for 3 years. Like something would, like there would be repercussions to that. Like we wouldn't just let that go.
I don't think
They'd be
they
like,
look for
no.
anyone involved and tried to punish. Like, I really don't think nobody got in trouble or expelled.
Yeah, I was gonna say in retrospect, those kids went to the game the next weekend.
Yeah.
The same kids that did it went to the game the next
I
week.
think they
and
did
so
have-
they should, dude, and so they should, because
I think they
that's-
put a post up, if I remember. I think they put a post up because they took it through the stadium, through the tunnel where like the like vans and buses pull in and stuff like that. Supposedly, I think they put a post up and said that door is locked and chained. Don't try it again.
that's the appropriate response. That is the appropriate response. You know, but the thing about this country is that we are there's so little of anything that we wouldn't. It's just unfathomable that people would. I don't know how to explain this to you. It's just the most American thing I've ever heard. And I don't want my kids to live in a shitty place where you can't do that.
Right.
You know, I want my kids to grow up and like see all this like absolutely these incredible American experiences. And that's why I say to my wife, I said, I would never raise a child in the UK. What's the point? Like they can't even watch the telly.
It's insane.
You know?
That's insane.
You know, so what's the purpose? And people say this to me, are you not worried about your kid getting shot? I'm like, no, never. No, why would I be worried about that?
Because
Because I'm going to shoot my own kid. Because if anybody's going to be shooting my kid, it's going to be me. And people say the craziest things to you, and I'm like, do you know the real statistics for that actually? Have you actually even bothered to look into the how minuscule that actually is? Like,
Yeah.
you're being fed shit like, and you're eating it with a knife and fork and dipping it not in ranch, but in like ketchup. You're dipping the shit that they're feeding you in ketchup, and you've never even tasted ranch. Like this is not what America actually is. Like it's not. They don't dominate the world and have never just created every cool thing known to man ever because it sucks, dude. Do you ever know in a country that just created skateboarding, the internet, porno, like, you know, like they just created all of that, and you're like, oh, it's dangerous there. Well, do you know what? If my kids are gonna get shot, I will fucking, that's the hit I'm gonna take then for skateboarding and porno. Like I'll take that hit.
So that's one of the things about the mainstream media, and mostly the national media, not so much the local stuff, but mainstream media. Obviously, they thrive on shootings or whatever the abortions or whatever the side of the spectrum, the political spectrum they're on. They want to throw all that out there, and that's what it gets thrown out to the rest of the world. And when in reality, like, I could go down the street and we're sitting with blacks, me as a white person, Hispanics. That's for the majority of Florida, Greek people. That's Florida, and we don't give a shit what like nationality you are, what color. Right? We're just having a good time. Like, as long as you're not an asshole, I'm not an asshole. We're gonna have fun. But the media, the national media, blows it up like, oh, this person got shot today. That's yeah, one person got shot because it was a drug deal gone wrong. You didn't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Exactly.
But that's what we're eating up, like 99% of the media here.
Yeah.
Which is why I think people sort of like the videos I posted, because they're nothing to do with politics. It's just a guy eating fucking chili dogs. And I'm like, I love America because you invented chili dogs. It's simple. And, you know, that's it. That is that, dude. Like,
if you can, going to the chili dogs, next time you're over here, if you could find a...
go
Raul is just going off on the chat. He goes, wait, Jerry's white, question marks, which he has some questions, which I'll get to in a second. When you're back in the States, if you could find a Skyline chili.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, like, shit, let me look at this up.
We had one where I grew up, and I was there at least once a week. So
it's a chain now, but I think it started in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I think it was Chicago Skyline chili.
And
they put chili on spaghetti. They put chili on hot
mac
dogs,
and cheese,
mac and cheese. It
yeah.
is, and they load it up with about 1,500 pounds of cheese. So if
see
you're
what's
lactose intelligent, don't go there.
No, I'm not lactose intolerant, but
it
anything.
is fantastic.
They've got the Coney dog.
They put chocolate in their chili, and it's disgusting.
Yeah,
that's good.
No, it's good.
No,
it's
not.
good.
Yeah. Don't plan on doing anything else the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, unless you want to sit on your shitter the rest of the day. But
well, you know,
it's fantastic. But anyways, the questions from Raul. Question 1. What's one British stereotype that you secretly wish was true?
That everybody was this upper class, rich, like Prince. No, I wasn't going to say Prince Andrew. That's not. No, I don't wish that. Prince Philip, like posh. You know, like I wish when I moved here to England, I thought I was gonna be like, oh, what, sir? What day shall we go to the polo? Yes. Oh, Pinky Winkies. Like, I wish that was true, dude. I secretly wish that was true. Do you know why? Because England would be awesome if that was true.
The second question is, be honest, how many times do you really say bloody hell before lunch?
It's 3. 3. That's honest.
How many times do you say cunt before lunch?
That's the real question.
That's 12. 12 times. I mean, we use it like it's a pejorative term. Like, you know, it's like the Australians. It's not a swear word. Mm-mm. You guys see that as a swear word. I deliberately never said it. If you notice, I observed the cultural thing here. When we talked about gunt, I said it's a gut with an unt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never said the C word because I didn't want to offend your viewers' sensibilities. Because I know that the C unt in America is pretty bad, but in Australia and the UK, it's actually
just a normal word.
it was just I've called my mother that. I've said that to my sisters.
If I called my mom or my sister or a woman in my life that word, I wouldn't be here right now.
Now, I say cunt pretty often, but if I'm referring to a person, it's always a male.
I will say I have
cunt,
said
I'm
it.
referring to a male.
I have said it once to a female, and I got fired from that job.
Oh wow! Yeah, I think you maybe found the line. You found the line.
I said it once to a debt collector, and she told me that my mother was a cunt, and then hung up on me. But
explained properly, I've only heard it explained properly how it's used in the UK, and it's from Brett Goldstein, Roy Kent from Ted Lasso. He's on some other show that I haven't watched, but it's a viral clip about him saying like "Happy birthday, you cunt" or something like that, and he gets pulled into HR and all this stuff. Google that scene, and he explains it perfectly. He's like, I call my sister this, I call my mother this. If I'm sad, I say you cunt. If I'm happy, I say you cunt. And like he goes through it all, and it's like it explains it so perfectly for someone who has never really got it explained by a proper English person.
He's on.
Want to know something really funny? I just googled that. Right? Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. I gotta say this to you. I gotta say this to you before the moment is gone. I googled what you just said, right? And it just said novelty greeting card, offered by speciality greeting card companies, £3.95 pence. You can buy this. It can be delivered to your door in 1 to 2 days. It's a fucking greeting card here. Like, it didn't even give me the TV show. It just says, here's where you can buy a greetings card that says "Happy birthday, you cunt."
Yeah, he goes through it. I don't know what show it is. It's not Ted Lasso, but he goes through it and he's explaining it to like the HR director of all the ways and how he, uses it with inflection. If he's sad, if he's happy, if he's congratulatory, and it's perfect. It explains it perfectly.
It's like the word "fuck." It's got something to it. It's got edges, angles.
Yeah.
And it can be used in loads of ways. It's expressive. It's alliterative. It can be used to say, "Oh, you cunt." Oh, you just kicked me right in the cunt. It can be used in so many ways. It's so versatile. Who
says these words are bad to say? Like that, like cunt, fuck. Like these words are like expressive.
Those two words can be used really well in in conjunction with with each other.
Fucking cunt.
You fucking cunt. And so do you have Apple TV there in the UK? I'm sure.
We have to pay to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, we all have to. But you
I
probably have
mean,
to
the
have
government. We have to pay the government.
That's bullshit. Well, there's a TV show called Ted Lasso, like Paul was talking about, and it's about an American football coach, a college American football coach, and he goes to the UK to coach a soccer football team there in the UK, and it's amazing. It's one of the best TV shows that's ever graced anybody's eyes.
3 days. It's season.
That's right. 3 days, the new season comes out. They went away for a while. They were like, we're not doing any more seasons. And they were like, yeah, we're going to do more seasons.
What was it called?
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso. TEDLASSO.
It's fantastic TV.
It's a great show. But
I know this guy. He's funny.
Yeah. The other show that you were talking about, Paul, that Roy Kent was in was called Shrinking.
I want to watch it just from that scene that I was just talking about, but I haven't got into that one yet.
It's also on Apple TV, and it's in that same vein of TV show. It's something that you've got to watch and experience. It's fucking fantastic. But our guest, I wanted to ask you, or wanted to tell you, the next time that you're in the States, to bring us back to why we're here, talk about the things that you experienced. Honey mustard with fried pickles. You need to try this.
Okay.
So,
I've never tried.
Real quick before we go off too far, Raul goes, "What in the baby Jesus name did I walk into? This language." Go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so,
anything with pickles, fried pickles, whether it's Dr. Pepper and pickles, which I saw that video the other day. It's fantastic.
Great.
Anything with pickles is amazing, by the way.
I love pickles, man.
Honey mustard fried pickles is fantastic. However, I'm a huge. I don't drink water and Dr. Pepper are the only two things that I drink in my day.
And whiskey.
And orange juice and whiskey, but those don't really count. That's not really what I'm talking. Throughout the day, for the majority of the day, water and mostly Dr. Pepper. Do they have Dr. Pepper in the UK? And were you aware of its greatness before you arrived in the States?
So, yes, we have the brand, but there's an important distinction here. We don't. The UK has a tax on sugar.
God,
You guys have a tax on everything.
Well,
I know.
There's no sugar in sodas. It's all corn syrup, right?
Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing: it's corn syrup in the States, right? But in the UK, it's sugar, cane sugar, or whatever else, right? And so
that's
there's a
got to be
tax.
so much better.
Yeah.
No,
I
Yeah.
can imagine how much better those things are.
No, it's not. Have you ever had them? They call it Mexican Coke. It's got the real sugar in it, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's so much better." It's not fucking better. Ours.
It is. It is better. I disagree. I like the Mexican Coke so much better. It is made with corn sugar. I can go buy it at Sam's right now.
I don't know. McDonald's Coke and McDonald's Sprite is better than both of them. I don't know what they're putting. They might be putting crack in that shit. but it's
Yeah,
better
I think
than
they're
both.
probably
McDonald's
putting
Coke
crack
is
in
a
there.
different situation. Yeah, McDonald's Coke is a different situation altogether.
They got
That is
real sugar, like cane sugar in there or something like that. But in the
Cane
UK,
sugar.
Yeah. That's the brand. It's called Cane Sugar Factory, but all they put in
no
is
sugar.
made from real cornstarch,
Made-
hydrolyzed corn.
Well, that's how
Made
they,
from
that's how they do
real
the,
no sugar.
well, that's how they do the all beef patties. Is because the company they buy their meat from is named the All Beef Patty Company, so they can
Oh
say
my
it's all beef patties.
God.
It might not be beef at all. Who knows? But they buy it from the All Beef Patty Company.
Not
It's
to get
fucking
too
tasty.
far,
Patty
not to get
company.
too far off topic, but do you guys remember when there was that rumor going around that McDonald's burgers were horse burgers or horse patty burgers or
I
whatever?
heard that about Arby's.
That happened in the UK, and they tested it, and it was horse.
It might be. Like
They did a DNA test, and it was horses.
The
I
real,
heard. I heard it about Arby's roast beef. Is
on
what
the
I
other
heard.
show, we can talk about the real conspiracy of what they're made out of, but we won't get into that here.
kids.
Soylent Green, Soylent Green.
That's right.
Do you know the thing was?
Uh,
I went to Iceland and I ate a horse, not a full horse, but parts of it. You know, horse heart and horse like breast meat,
Oh,
and it was really good, man.
It's really good. I've had my friend's wife is from Bulgaria, and they have like a cured appetizer. It's just cured horse meat with spices
Yeah.
and stuff. It's fantastic.
Good. It's really nice. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, why does a horse get to not get eaten?
Right.
Why?
Every-
Just because you got 4 legs and I can take you, we
everything
can
should
go
be
a couple of hundred miles with it.
It's because we put a saddle on them. If we would have put a saddle on a cow, we wouldn't be eating them. We'd be eating the horses. That's the only reason.
100% did, and I would eat dog for the
I know.
record.
a horse is like a big dog. If I needed to eat dog, I would eat dog, but
100%.
I'm not in a big hurry to eat.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm right there.
No, I'm not
If-
going to eat
if-
my dog,
Right.
just in case my dog,
If
ever watches
if it
this
came
back.
down, if
If
it
I-
came down
if-
to survival,
If
I would
it comes
eat
down
dog.
to survival, I'll eat my dogs. I have
Yeah.
2. If it comes down to my family dying or the dogs dying and we eat them, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to shoot them and then we're going to eat them. But
It's gonna be a sad day though.
Right? Yeah, it's going to be a real shitty meal.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
You're crying dog meat.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad fucking day, you know. Not only the fact that we've realized that our lives have come to this, but we're also eating our dogs. It's
The
gonna
leash
suck.
hanging up on the
Well,
background.
this sucks.
Yeah,
this
gonna
fucking
suck.
sucks.
But if I have to, I will. However, horses are kind of like big dogs. I mean, here in Kentucky, especially where
Horses
I live,
are
horses are
everywhere.
a big thing. So like we have the Kentucky Derby here, but right outside of where I live, we have horses and horse farm. Johnny Depp owned a farm here. Steve Zahn, he's a pretty big actor, at least here in the States. He owns his wife owns a farm around here, and he lives around here. We've got princes from Dubai and Saudi Arabia that owns horses here. Like it's a big situation around here. A lot of money. You know
Jeffrey's
what I mean?
mates.
Big actors, princes, and sultans, and all this bullshit. A lot of fucking money flowing around here. So, growing up in Kentucky, at least, because my family raised horses as well. To me, they're like big dogs. So, yeah, I'd eat them if I needed to. I'd probably eat them if somebody's like, "Hey, this is horse meat." Okay, I'll try it, but like I'm not in a big hurry to go, kill my
Punching
horse.
one in the face.
Right? Yeah, I mean that didn't seem like a good idea. Those
That's what-
motherfuckers,
No.
they kick like a son of a bitch. You
That's
don't
what
want to
I
get
was-
kicked just by a horse. You know?
If
They'll
you get
kill
kicked
a
like a horse, you get Christopher Reeved.
Yeah.
You get
For sure.
Superman.
For
But
sure,
no,
right?
I mean, they eat them in Iceland, and I don't know why, because there's not even any horses there. Which is so the weirdest shit that you've ever heard. Like, you don't even have horses. Like, you got penguins and everything, but or whatever. You don't, and they,
I'd
but they,
eat a penguin.
I would eat a
Well,
penguin.
Don't they have like a fermented fish dish that they have in
Oh.
Iceland? Like, because like I was watching, there's a TV show on on Netflix, and it's called The Reluctant Traveler, and it's
Yeah.
the dad from American
It's-
Pie.
It's
And,
fermented shark.
That's right. Yeah,
That's gross.
Sturgeon or whatever it is.
it's disgusting,
That's-
dude. And
That
it's
as soon
not,
as you pop it open, people start throwing up.
it's not even food.
Awful.
It's not even food, dude. And do you know the reason why they need to ferment it?
No, to keep
Because
it.
it's poisonous. Like, you need to leave it for like the years outside so the poison goes away.
Fuck that. That's
It's
awful.
gross. And I ate it, and I paid money for that.
I'd try it, but I'm not spending my
It's-
own money on it.
It's raining here, so I can't even hear you guys. But Google Doc. I think the kid's name's Dr. Dew. It's that kid who mixes
Mountain Dew with everything?
He mixes that fish
Yes.
with Mountain Dew in a boot, and
Yep.
he chugs it. It's fucking hilarious. I
Yeah,
think his name is Dr. Dew.
yeah. This kid does the boot from Beer Fest. Remember that movie Beer
He's
Fest?
followed.
So he has that boot and he fills it up with Mountain Dew and whatever else. He did that.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. This guy is.
He also mixed Mountain Dew with that thick water.
He looks like Freddie Mercury on crack. Jesus Christ. If you saw this guy, fuck me. He's got that Freddie Mercury face.
Yeah, he's done some crazy shit on there.
Oh
yeah,
my God, dude.
I
He's
would-
mixing it.
I
Is this
would
all with
try that.
pickles?
I'd try the fermented shark. What is that? This sturgeon
I-
or whatever. I'd
I
try
would
it, but
try it.
I'm not spending money on it. If someone wants to send it,
So-
I'd try it.
Sir Strommed you. He's
Yeah,
doing surströmming, like the Swedish like fermented fish.
yeah.
Oh my God, but it probably makes it actually taste better, dude, to be fair.
You know what's funny
I-
is here in the States, I don't know if you guys have them there, but we have there are these little red gummy fish, and they're called Swedish fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fuck those
And-
things up.
They're great, but they will lock your mouth. You fucking get them stuck between your teeth. You ain't getting them shits open without a fucking jaws of life.
You know the funny thing is, like, I never even saw that until I went to America, and my wife is Swedish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. It's just sugar that in
It's
the
great,
shape of
but
fish.
they do have like an equivalent, but they don't call it Swedish fish because it's just fish there. It's
Okay.
like a fish candy.
Yeah.
So but the surströmming thing, they don't even eat that in Sweden, dude. That's like nobody's eating that. I've been going to Sweden for a decade, and I never once even got offered it for a laugh.
So I feel like that is equivalent to Malort in Chicago. Like
Yeah.
they don't
Oh,
drink
God.
it, but they'll push it off on some people. I
Yeah.
feel like over there they don't eat it or whatever. But if someone wants to try it, here you go.
There's always a can sitting in someone's fucking shed. Like they're like,
Which-
this has been here for 40 years.
Which is fermenting even longer. It makes
Yeah.
it even better.
That's
Dude.
why I have this sitting in my shed with me, in case anyone's ever heard of it.
Are you gonna have a shot?
So our plan.
Unless you guys all do it with me.
I have a bottle inside.
I have to go find mine.
So
I'm not want to be the instigator here.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back in a second. So our idea for this season was when we had guests, we would send them a little sample of Malort, and we'd all do a shot at the end.
Oh, did that?
Unfortunately, we can't to you right now because we're not trying to fuck with customs. So next time you're over in the States, we will get you a sample, and we'll all do it on an Instagram Live or TikTok Live, or we'll do this, and we'll all do it together.
Dude, I'll get some on Amazon. You don't have to send it. I'll get some, and we'll just do like a mashup, and we'll shot it.
I forget that you guys can order fucking booze on Amazon.
But we can't order American Amazon. We have European exclusive Amazon. People keep saying that. We have a P.O. box, right? There people can send us stuff. And I've asked if people can send me a piece of snake skin. That's what I need.
I got one sitting outside. Well,
snake? Is it dead?
Well, we had a snake that shed its skin. So it's just that.
Can you send that to me?
Oh, well, it's raining now, so it's probably disintegrated now. But
oh shit! Next time you find a snake, I need the skin. Like, doesn't it? Not the shed. Maybe
like the actual skin.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why, right? Because I've got this, right? And why I have this.
Paul's about to shit himself right now.
Are you gonna? Oh, you scared of snakes?
I don't do good with snakes, but I have a whole arsenal of things that I send them on to a better place. Yeah.
Good. I love that, dude. I don't like them either. I hate them.
I hate them. If 4 inches long, it's getting his head chopped off.
Yeah.
I don't care. They're all evil, and they have no place in my yard. And so, yeah, I have many different things to dispatch them. And I got neighbors who are like, "Oh, they keep away the mice." I don't fucking care about mice.
I love mice.
Yeah, mice are fine. I don't care about mice.
Yeah, I love mice. Cute and fluffy.
No.
So Dana says we have to send them Everclear.
Oh, damn.
I have Everclear inside right now, actually, because I was making my own bitters. And you
I'll be right back.
Make your own bitters.
I thought you were going to say you were stripping the paint off your walls.
Oh, you got to have Everclear every once in a while. You got to make some jungle juice. Did you guys ever do that?
Oh, man. You know what? I just found out that I drank Everclear once, but it explained a crazy 3 days.
Yeah.
Because we don't have like that neutral spirit here in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So when we were in New Orleans, we were getting these things called hand grenades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Like I was fucking in the bayou with fucking alligators and wow, look, there's an alligator, and like holding raccoons and everything, and like I don't remember any of that. But it's because we were drinking these hand grenades and I don't know, cock gobblers or something like that. We were having these things that were a big fucking chicken, and it was Everclear grain spirit, and we were wasted. In a way that I've never been wasted before. Almost close to being on drugs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Everclear.
Oh, my God. And they don't tell you that that's what's in that.
No.
So you're buying a fruit punch.
It comes in the fancy little glass. You think it's
Oh, my God, dude. It was drugs. That was drugs.
Yep.
And we're walking around high for like days, dude. And we were at the dangerous parts. We were in the dangerous parts of New Orleans, just walking about.
Everybody, I have the same story. You always you get the grenades, and you get, night comes to an end. You're trying to find your place, your hotel or whatever. You end up, 3 a.m. Some dude working on his car, and he's like, "You shouldn't be in this part of the neighborhood, son." I'm like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. How do I get back?"
Did my wife phone you and tell you this?
No,
that is almost exactly
happened to me,
dude. That is almost exactly what happened to us. Because we went to this bar, and when we walked in, I swear to God, it was like the Wild West. Like everybody turned around and looked at us, and the door squeaked shut, and they were like, "Who are you guys?" And we're like, "We're just in the area," and they were like, "Who do you know?" And we're like, "Nobody." And they were like, "Have you been here before?" And we're like, "What is this? Like 50 questions? Like, we just came in here for a drink." It was the only place that we could find on our phones that was open till like 1 a.m. And it was way outside the downtown area, dude. Oh my God.
You don't have to get far outside of downtown New Orleans to get to an area that
it was
probably shouldn't be.
It was pretty sketchy, dude. It was pretty sketchy. But Did you just take a shot of Malort?
Mm-mm.
Let
Not
me
yet.
tell you this.
I'm still drinking the Blue Note.
Well, we had our
Good.
Christmas episode, and we just do like themes whenever it gets around. So we did Christmas episode. We did eggnog made with Malort.
Oh no, no.
That is
So,
possibly. I mean, it's
wanna-
100% worse than regular Malort because
I
it
want to
coats
preface
your mouth.
this. Paul
Megalort.
Oh,
Paul
so
did
bad.
the eggnog and Malort. Me and Adam
Paul
did
did.
not. We were
No.
smart
Oh.
enough not to. Now, in that
Evan
episode-
Williams eggnog is tier 1. You know
Uh,
Evan
no,
Williams?
no. Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yeah,
is
the
we did an
Pennsylvania
eggnog
Dutch.
shoot off, and Pennsylvania Dutch won.
So the
The
Evan
eggnog
Williams,
Williams is
fucking
fantastic.
it's Evan Williams is great. The Pennsylvania Dutch is far better.
How
and-
can it be?
and
How
the
is that
best part-
possible, dude?
The best part is I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure a
good.
handle
I
of
had-
Pennsylvania Dutch comes in a plastic bottle,
It does.
of
That's how
eggnog.
we got it back through TSA.
and it's
We
fantastic.
smuggled like 4 liters of that, 2 gallons, back through TSA in our suitcases, like of Evan Williams, because it was like a massive like handle, and oh my god, I see you smelling that, and you
best.
didn't.
It smells good.
Does it?
I'm not. It smells good. I'm not drinking it yet.
Let me,
Oh, we
let me
have-
see the lid again, Jerry, real quick. Just hold it up.
The what?
The lid. Okay. Yeah, I can't find this motherfucker anywhere.
It's because you gave it to Jeff from Jay Mattingly, and I don't think you ever bought a new bottle.
Why does yours
Probably-
look darker than
right about
his?
that, yeah. It has wax on it. Yeah.
Why does yours look darker than Paul's?
Because I probably have more, and I'm
Oh no, Paul's has wax on it.
No, I think they're different. Is that not 2 different bottles?
no. It's,
Oh,
the same.
the liquor.
It's probably because I have more in it, and he doesn't.
Right. Is there more than one type of Malort, or is it all the same?
You have barrel aged Malort that they
What's
put in
that
a
guy?
barrel.
That's criminal.
It
That
is.
is criminal, dude.
100%
Who is wasting barrels like that?
Um,
You don't. That's not even necessary. Like that is robbing good whiskey.
but yeah,
You
before
could-
I
driving up.
Oh, now, make no mistake. They do produce some good whiskey. I'm not gonna say they make it. They source it, but they do actually produce some
The
really good
Jepson-
fucking whiskey.
That's
the
just bourbon.
Jepson's,
Good.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Jepson's bourbon
it's real
is.
good.
I did actually see that. That's what maybe why I'm getting confused. Because they had. I did see that there was a few different types. So maybe I'm getting confused by the colors.
Yeah, no,
But-
so
I can
they
see
got
mine is lighter than his. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the lighting.
Yeah, it's probably the lighting.
I have a ring
Maybe
light
the
right
lighting, yeah.
because I'm sitting in the shed and he's. I don't know. Maybe it's the light.
I need to get myself a shed. I need to get a shed.
Yeah. Well, I just found out today that my shed leaks because
Why is it?
Rain
Where,
right now, pouring down rain and it's leaking all over the door.
where are you right now, Paul?
I'm in my shed.
No, I know I know that,
Maryland.
but
Oh, Maryland.
right,
I'm in
okay.
Pasadena, Maryland, which is like 15 minutes from Annapolis, 25 minutes from Baltimore.
Okay, so it's raining. Is that typical right now for your weather or not?
Yeah, I mean, we get we've had some storms recently. This, I think, is the tail end of the storm. Last week we had a storm that knocked out power for like 2 days. Sucked. Generator
Wow,
out, extension
insane.
cords running everywhere in the damn house. But
But yes,
I live on the river. so we get
that is
quick
typical
storms.
for the East Coast.
Yeah, I get quick. They'll pass in like 2 hours because I live right on the Magathie River, so it just blows in and blows out. But I didn't realize my shed leaked so goddamn much.
Yeah,
Thankfully, it's not on top of my computer, but
Yeah, that's good.
it just stopped
that's a
raining
start.
here.
No, we don't. I don't think we have Malort in the UK. Like, at least maybe not in Scotland. I don't think we drink that. So,
That's
but I
definitely
can.
something the UK got right.
Well-
I don't think anybody drinks it on purpose. It's more of a.
Yeah.
Have you had this? No, it's fantastic. Here,
Well,
try it.
Try it.
We'll
You
drink it on
fucking
purpose
idiot.
because we're idiots.
Well, we're gluttons for punishment. Yeah.
Right, I tell you what we'll do then. Right, the next time I will get a bottle because we can order alcohol on Amazon in the UK, but we don't. We have a separate Amazon, so we don't have the same Amazon that you guys have. So people we have this PO box, like I said, right, where people are like, why don't you just order the stuff on Amazon? I'm like, because we don't have the same Amazon as you.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't have access to that same like catalog of goods. So certain things I can order here, you couldn't order there, and I can't order things from you. So I set up a PO box where people can just send us weird stuff. And the reason why I won't bring the SNAKE back onto the camera for you, Paul.
Thank you.
The reason why I've got that, right, is, and I haven't showed it to my dog yet, but my dog is a English Springer Spaniel, so he's got a really sharp nose, great bird dog. He's trained to go for birds, so he'll flush and he'll go out beating and he'll bring birds back and everything like that. He's trained by the best in the UK, and he's amazing at it. And I don't shoot here in the UK because it is a ball ache to get a license. Like it's you can't even rent a house and you need a cabinet, and if you and you need that to be installed in your house and bolted to the walls, and like a way that is like it's prohibitive if you're a renter, right? So to get that cabinet, it needs to be drilled in a minimum of X amount of feet into the floor, concrete, on a brick wall. The brick walls are not even that deep here in the UK, so you'd be going into your neighbour's house, and she'd have a fucking drill coming through her wall. It's just not even worth it. And that's just for a shotgun, dude. Right? And you can't even keep the ammo in the same safe as the gun. So they have to be separate. And
We can buy shotguns at Walmart.
Yeah.
exactly, right? Which is crazy because I grew up and we never had in Scotland. I had loads. I shot loads of guns when I was younger, like loads guns that it probably shouldn't even been able to shoot. Right? I nearly killed about 3 people, but by accident, purely by accident. Like, I didn't mean it. I wasn't trying. So we had like very lackadaisical gun safety because what happens is when you don't have a good education on guns, you become irresponsible. So
Sure.
you actually should have like gun safety. Like, this is what's crazy about places in Europe. Like, we have places in Europe like Lithuania where it's mandatory for people to go through gun safety training.
Mhm.
Which is Lithuania, like not. In fact, it's not even that. It's Slovenia. It's Slovenia where they're like, oh, you can take a government-sanctioned gun safety course, and everybody should go through this. Why is and I went to Slovenia and fired machine guns and shot tank rounds at a tank. Like, you can't in the UK, if you did that, they'd be like, he's trying to take over the government. It's crazy. So when I was younger, we had like access to the shotguns and stuff like that, and we go rabbit hunting, shooting rabbits and birds and whatever. But in England, it's not even worth trying. Like, you need to own your house realistically. You can't rent, because you need permission from a landlord to put in a gun cabinet, and he's like, well, no, because if you put in a gun cabinet, that means that I can't get my house back because you'll just shoot me. Which, it's like not a bad option. So I've got a bird dog who's trained to go and get birds when I shoot them, and I'm not allowed to shoot. I want to come to Tennessee and shoot some birds, shoot some ducks, man, and let him live his best life so he can go and get the ducks.
Right.
Because he's like, this dog is a crackhead. He is a crackhead, dude. But if you just go, there's a bird, he'll run for 2 miles and he will bring that bird back. Like, no matter what, and he will sit there and stare at you in the face and just hold it there. And it's just that is in his genetics.
Yeah.
It's just in his genetics to go and get that thing. And you show him the birds out of the sky and he's looking at them. And when he was really young, he would look up and his eyes were not so good when he was much like 1 year old. So he's looking at a Boeing 747 and he thinks that's a really far away duck. And he's looking at planes going, come on, I'm waiting for you. Like, that's a really small duck. I'll still catch it though. A really small duck, I'll catch that. And this guy is just, his genetic drive is just that. So when I come to the States, like, the first thing I'm going to do is, when I become a citizen and with permission of the state, exercise my Second Amendment rights and just get into the hunting community, because I love that that exists. I think it draws people together. It bridges boundaries. It lets men be men. It builds camaraderie. There's so many positives to shooting your own like food because I
There
eat
you
all
go.
this stuff.
Yeah.
I eat all this stuff. Like I don't just like bury it in a ditch. Like I'm taking that home and I'm eating that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I try to have a point where I say I have a broad palate. I will eat anything because if somebody took the time to kill it, I'll take the time to eat it.
There you go.
So
It's
going
pretty-
back to the shooting machine guns and tank rounds and how over there in the UK the government's saying you guys are going to take over. Over here, our government's like, oh, they're just having fun. In reality, we're trying to take over.
Yeah. But they've got, dude, Northrop Grumman have got some UFO alien shit that would be like, blast his mind out, take his mind off. They like the stuff they've got is like 1,000 years in the future. Dude, they are like that flying black Dorito, the TR3B. Like, wow, dude, that is like, I mean, talk about American excellence, dude.
And the thing is, you know about that, so that's not the best that we have.
No, that's like the shit that they bombed Nagasaki with. Like that was old news. Like they're like, that old piece of shit. We just like, well, that's nothing.
Yep.
Like they've got some sort of ultrasonic like toothbrush that can fucking blow your asshole out in Panama. Like they've got they've got something that is like so bizarre, like a cancer gun. They're like, oh, he's got AIDS now, AIDS gun. Like they have stuff like that. There's no doubt that they have like weapons that are just so beyond the human imagination but that's why this guy, my idol recently is a guy called Palmer Luckey. Do you know him? You know this guy? He has a company called Anduril. Anybody Lord of the Rings fans here?
Yeah.
So Anduril is the sword that I need to correct myself on this, but I think it's called. Let me just make sure, because I can't say this wrong. Because if there's any Lord of the Rings fans watching, they will decimate me in the comments.
He was the founder of Oculus, and he's got a company called Anduril.
That's right. Quenya. It means the flame of the West, right? So obviously we can tell what this guy thinks, right? Like the flame of the West. It's basically a sword made by the elves that is going to defeat the orcs, right? So who's the orcs in this situation? so this guy Palmer Luckey is like a video game nerd, made Oculus Rift. This guy's selling Tesla coils to the UK now. He's selling like fully built Tesla coils that can just be propped up at the beach that would just go buzz, like Red Alert 2. Remember that game? Do you ever guys play Red Alert?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's like basically, you just like you can't come in. You're not allowed in anymore. You can't go there. So he's my hero right now, Palmer Luckey, because he's creating some amazing technology, which is just he's revolutionized ballistic missiles to make them so cheap that it's just like, okay, we can just fire missiles at you for 300 years and it doesn't even cost us that much. We can just carpet bomb you when we're in bed. Like,
he's probably going to not be around much longer in a helicopter accident or something like that, is what you're saying.
Quite possibly did, but check him out. This guy, he's and he is just like a Lord of the Rings geek who's making this next generation weaponry. He's made the Oculus Rift like so that you can attach it to like other dudes and get 5-dimensional sight through buildings, so that if one guy can see anything anywhere,
I know exactly. I watched something online about that. I know exactly what you're talking. I didn't know it was that guy's name, but yeah, like you could, they it's like hive mind almost amongst like a squadron, and can see through brick,
everything,
concrete walls, and also have the advantage of everyone else's vantage point in your periphery almost.
Exactly.
I watched something on that. That was mind blowing.
It's next generation, man. This is like 5th generation of warfare. This guy is, I mean, if he is basically the modern day Tony Stark, like without the chest thing and everything like that. But he is creating like technology which is just, you cannot mess with America any longer. And anybody that thinks they could, I mean, I don't know what type of illicit substances you're taking, but this guy is pushing the envelope. I think it's just, I I've been working on some stuff. Like you mentioned earlier, like what do you do? Like I do software development, and so I've been looking into like uh weapons development, like how do we turn AI into like a real usable thing that can actually prevent people from coming and destroying our way of life. So I've been looking into that, and that's a very like intriguing thing that I'm into right now. So, and he's doing
I'm
that, so it's inspirational.
I'm terrified of AI. So what I do, I'm an IT guy. Basically what I do is spin up and maintain Linux servers,
Cool,
and
nice.
before too long, AI is just going to come along and wipe out the need for my job as a human being. Uh,
Depends on the Linux server.
True, but it's very it's very um, concerning. That's so. Um, I just got to hold on. That I was talking with a guy the other day, and I think the way the progression of AI is going to go is going to be Eagle Eye, the movie Eagle Eye, and then the movie Minority Report, or the book Minority Report, and then Terminator, and then The Matrix.
I think
That's the way it's going to go.
I think we're past Eagle Eye already. We're on the.
We might be. I mean, thought crime is a 1984 thought crime. That's a real situation in some countries. So it's I'm concerned, especially when you couple that with AI. I'm really concerned.
It's a real problem in this country already, and we don't even need AI.
Yeah.
We don't even need that. But let me give me some like words of reassurance. Like AI is so bad that it can't be trusted for anything other than like chatbots to like rearrange your flights. And even if you try and rearrange your flights, there is a 80% chance that is going to get fucked up, and you need to
Yes,
speak to a
but
person.
there are. So did you see about? Do you know who Tony Robbins is?
Yeah.
Did you see about his personal AI?
No, never, no.
Okay, so it mined some Bitcoin, made its own money, independent of anyone else. It bought a robot dog so that it could inhabit the body of said robot dog, all on its own.
That's pretty crazy.
That's fucking nuts. And
That is pretty crazy.
there are like 5 other AI models out there that there's one of them that was, I can't remember which one it was, but it was completely isolated from the internet. It found a way to the internet, and then it infiltrated several other companies. And there've been like 5 different AI models that have infiltrated other companies.
I saw this. I did see this. Yeah, but do you know what? I'll have a hot take on this. I think they are scamming us to believe that.
They might be, but there's some real shit going on, because part of what I do, I interact with AI on a daily basis, and there's some real AI shit out there that it's within the next 20 years it's going to get out of control quickly.
It does. Yeah, and it can, like, that's the thing about this type of technology. It can become exponential. It can blow like one day to the next. It can be 50,000 times better than what it was yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I just think right now, for what people are using it as, it's completely useless, dude. It can barely string a fucking sentence, and I'm using it constantly. And not even am I using it constantly. For like a year and a half, I've been getting. I'm in this training course to train AI rubrics. So how AI works is in this rubric system, and if you're an expert in something, you can go in and help to train the AI in that subject matter. And it says, if A is right and B is wrong, what's the explanation for B? How do you determine logic in this situation? What would be the right answer? And you submit these expert answers. And eventually what it's building to is like an expert knowledge in a specific category, right?
Sure.
But the thing is that the guys that are scoring you are not experts in the category. So they're scoring you based on what your answer to, like, how did you placate the rubric? So it's by default completely flawed, because I'm a qualified engineer, It's asking questions about engineering. I'm feeding it answers from Google about engineering, but I never said it in the right way. So the guy who's marking the rubrics doesn't understand it and then says that's a fail, when in actual fact, it's completely mathematically sound. It's just that I was grammatically wrong. So, because I'm obviously going to paraphrase it, right? Because I'm not going to Google some shit and then just copy paste.
Sure.
So I'm paraphrasing it, but the answer is mathematically sound, but the grammar was wrong. So basically, they're scoring you on the grammar, and then you're like, "But the maths is the what the question was," and so they are deliberately, what's the word? They are blotting the copy paper, or do you know the term, like pissing in their own mouth or whatever?
They're hiding shit.
Well, they're just not good at gauging what the right answer would be, because these people are asking experts to gauge an answer that they're not experts in, and then they're marking an expert in a subject they don't understand. So AI right now for me is useless in loads of subjects unless it's unless you know what you're doing, unless you really know, unless you know the right answer and you're just trying to save time. Then it's completely useless. But for every, I mean, you've saw the things where it's told kids to like do. So if you saw the things online where it's like telling kids, well, oh well, I guess your girlfriend Stacy did think you're a loser, so we maybe should go out there and drink that bleach.
Well,
You know, like
here's-
why?
Here's my thing about it is that with AI, so it's a bit of a leap, right? I'm seeing down the road here. So there are labs out there that grow neurons and attach them to microelectrode arrays,
So that, yeah.
and so that's basically a
Brain.
computer run by human tissue, run by human
Yeah.
brain tissue in a way, right? So, and then we already have the Neuralink situation where Elon's putting fucking chips in people's brains, or looking for volunteers to do so. So once we go from a brain that runs a computer to the Neuralink, it's not too far of a reach to say AI will infiltrate a human body before we fucking know it. And that's again. Like I'm immersed in science fiction my whole life. Star Wars is my favorite movie. Terminator's fucking great movie. I like, all of them. But that's where we're going.
No, I agree with you.
That's concerning to me. Like there are people that are uploading their personalities to computers already in hopes that they'll be revived, in 100, 200, 300 years, whatever the fuck. And that may actually happen, but it'll be a version of them. It won't be the same person, right? Like I
agree with you. Yeah.
So it's just concerning, because I have 4 children, and this is the world that I have to offer to them. It's concerning. It sucks.
I think we look at it different ways. Like we definitely look at it in different ways for sure. Because I think, I mean, the next step is to escape biology, for sure. Like nobody wants to die.
Sure.
Like none of us sitting here are like, yep, can't wait until I'm a pile of rotten bones in the fucking ground. Right, and then what is the price then for us to escape mortality? Like, what is the price? We have to digitize ourselves, right? Like, you must beat mortality in order to explore the universe. You have to, because the human body is just not equipped.
I agree with that. But I don't think it's possible to.
Right?
I don't think.
What is the price then for us to escape mortality? Like,
why
am I back in here?
That,
Oh, you've just
you
imploded
must
yourself.
beat mortality
AI
in
is
order
just
to explore the universe. AI.
I don't think it's possible to do that and remain yourself. I think you would have to make a copy of yourself in order for that to be a possibility.
I know why. I think I just did copy myself.
So we have a call, and I brought the caller to the stage, and
That's
apparently
what I thought was happening.
apparently they have YouTube on the background. So
Yeah, they got the volume up.
So
I've
What?
turned it off.
Wiseman, are you there?
Hello, yes. I'm not sure if you can see me. I've turned the YouTube off.
We can hear you.
Well, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, not bad there. How are you all?
Good.
Doing
Good.
good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. Just chilling out. Thought I'd, just meet new people and say hello, basically.
Awesome. Where are you at?
We're glad you did. Yeah.
I'm from North Wales, basically.
South
North
Wales.
Wales?
North.
Yeah.
He's closer to me than he is you guys.
You're from obviously Scotland. The top end or mid or bottom or?
In the middle, dude. In the middle.
I'm from Anglesey.
Anglesey.
Very top end of of Wales.
Nice.
Yeah, how are you all doing? What's the discussion tonight? What's the topic?
Oh, lots of things.
Everything.
Right now we're talking about AI.
Bottle
we're-
rockets,
Oh,
AI,
God,
snakes, cunts. We've been all over all over.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I have got my camera on. I don't know if I've done it right or not. I'm not sure.
No, so this is a call, and so the camera doesn't
Oh, okay,
show
okay,
up.
yeah,
So,
fair enough. Yeah.
so on
fair enough.
YouTube, the listeners hear you, they just don't see you.
I
fair
do.
enough.
I do want to point out that you're our first international caller, so we
Yes.
really appreciate you calling in. That's great.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just come across the stream and I thought, I thought I'll try and join and say hello.
Well, that's great. What do you do for a living, sir? Let's start there.
I work for the Welsh Ambulance, but I've been in my local hospital for basically most of my life. Before that, years and years ago, I was kind of an electrician.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's amazing. I'm sure the folks in your area appreciate you giving up your time and helping them out. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, cool. I just plod along, do my thing, and earn my money basically.
There you go. You drinking on anything right now? It's late. Where you're
I
at?
am. No, I'm into my ales and stuff, but I have a certain amount of ales these days, and then I move on to some gin.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
You've got to explain what an ale is. Like, are you drinking it cold or warm?
Wow, this is controversial in some people's eyes. However, I enjoy them both ways, to be honest with you.
So
Okay.
talking about that.
In the summer, like right now, obviously it's boiling hot across the world. Yeah, I do cool them down, and I do prefer them that way.
Room temperature.
No. I mean,
Cold.
fridge cold.
Right.
So
But in the winter, yeah, fair enough. As it goes.
So talking about that, I was at it was a brewery around here that has since closed down, which is a shame because it was a fantastic brewery. They also had a pizza shop attached. But I was there at least once a week, if not 2-3 times a week. And there was a bartender there and they had everything from their red ales to IPAs to regular lagers to basically the whole shebang. And one of the times the bartender, I ordered a drink and she goes, "I'm giving you 2." I go, "I'm not paying. Like, I'll pay for a second one, but I don't want it sitting out." She goes, "No, drink that one cold. Like, we're going to give it to you. This one, let it sit out. Let it, like, in 20-30 minutes, go back to it when it starts getting warmed up a little bit. Go back to it in an hour when it's room temperature and let me know how it is." So it was I want to say it was it might have been an IPA. It might have been a red ale. I don't remember exactly. So I kept going back to it later on, like when it was cold, when it was cooled down, almost room temperature, and then room temperature, and then after it sat there for about an hour or two, the flavor coming out between a room temperature beer and a ice cold beer off the tap is night and day. Like,
True,
I know the Coors Banquet, we were drinking this earlier. There's no way in hell I'm drinking that at room temperature.
I
Not
will
a
absolutely
fucking-
drink it at room temperature.
Not
Yes.
a fucking chance I will drink it at room
No,
temperature.
it does make a big difference. However,
Now you do some of these these ales, IPAs, like these like higher end beers.
BRB, I
that
just
these-
need to go for a quick piss.
You're good.
Sure.
Yes,
So-
confident boy.
Some of these beers that these brewers kind of like put their heart and soul into, you let them sit and whatever, they're trying them warm, room temperature out of the. Some of them are so good at room temperature.
Yeah, I think basically, it's an individual experience. The same beer, yes, can taste different, obviously, depending on the temperature. But at the end of the day, everyone's different. If it's a hot day, you want a cold beer. If it's winter, you want something a little bit warmer. And I've had multiple beers the same time, different temperatures. And it's just, some days it's good, some days it's all right. But either way, in all honesty, I like beer all the time, so I don't care.
I agree.
As long as it's a good beer, basically.
Good beer is good beer. I agree.
Yeah.
I like my beer cold. I had this course banquet. I put it in the freezer 40 minutes before we.
To be fair, most of the time, I'll have them, cold.
Yeah, if I'm watching football and I know I'm crushing a bunch of beers that day, just going to be on the couch, not going anywhere, I go grab a beer out of the freezer because then I grab a beer out of the refrigerator.
You accelerate the process.
So that I know
once
I've got the beer that I'm drinking, I go to the freezer again, grab that single beer out, replace it with the beer out of the refrigerator. I want my beer to be, I want damn near slushy almost. When I'm,
I totally get it. And at the end of the day, if it's a good beer, it doesn't really matter what the temperature is.
Exactly. Of course, it's going to taste different one way or the other. I prefer my whiskey room temperature and my beer
exactly. There's different scenarios.
See, for me, the whiskey's got to be room temperature on maybe on the rocks, depending on it is. But for me, beer, I'm not a big fan of ice cold beer. Like, it's got to sit out for a little bit for me.
Unless if it's a lager or a pilsner or something.
I was going to say, if it's an American lager, American pilsner, ice cold, it's got to be fucking
exactly.
But you start getting into some of these like IPAs, some of these like European stuff.
But they are designed for that purpose, to be fair.
I don't want it room temperature, but kind of let it sit out for a little bit, like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and it's it's perfect.
No, I want it to hurt my teeth and give me a fucking brain freeze. That's what I want. So
I mean, like I said, I maybe sound a bit silly, but
what beer are you drinking?
I'm not very fussy. I just drink everything as it comes, and I enjoy it.
What's your go-to beer brand then? Because we probably have never heard of it.
Well, it's just the typical British. I buy lagers in the summer, but in the winter I buy traditional ales, which is anywhere from the UK really. Obviously, there's a lot of Welsh ones, Scottish ones, and Cornish ones. Cornish do good ales, and obviously, it's anything really. To be fair.
Anything beer.
I like a variety, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. So you're not a brand guy where
No. I constantly like trying new things.
The brand is beer, as long as it's beer.
Yeah, basically. I do
beer.
like trying new ones. Obviously, over the years, there's some that I've tried a few times, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stay away from. But in a nutshell, there's staples that I buy. Like if I can't find anything new, I'll go to certain ones. But in a nutshell, I like ales, lagers, tipples. I like a bit of everything, basically.
Here's the question.
What about whiskey?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I like my whiskies. Your friend here, what's your name? Sorry, from Scotland?
Paul.
No,
Paul.
Paul is from Scotland.
Paul, and before we carry on, I'll introduce myself. My name's Wasman. Paul. What are your guys' names?
I'm also Paul.
Yeah.
Two Pauls. Adam and
Jerry.
Jerry, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you
as well.
Nice to meet you, Dad.
So
cool.
I'm guessing whiskey wise, you're into the scotches.
Yes. Yeah.
I
like single grain. It's actually these days it's harder to find. Sorry, it's harder to find a single grain rather than a blended grain these days.
Yep.
But
Well,
it's like I said, so long as it's cold or got some ice cubes, or it depends. Like I said, depends on the year. I generally, to be fair, I'm not fussy. I enjoy my tipple, and doesn't matter what it is. I just go with the flow.
Now, I got a question for both of you guys from across the pond. Here, like I just went to a restaurant the other day. It was a beer restaurant, and I had a peanut butter cup porter and a strawberry cheesecake ale. You guys do that stupid
Paul's
shit there?
eyes.
Yeah, they sell them in craft cans in supermarkets here.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of them are good, but some of them are overly mega sweet.
Yeah, our markets are flooded with these weird ass.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
flavor
basically a
combo
marketing
beer.
thing. Yeah.
Booty beers and sour beers.
Yeah.
Just-
I tend to stick to traditional stuff.
yeah, I like to try them if I'm out, at a bar or restaurant.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'll buy like a random one just to try it or whatever.
Most of them are disappointing, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Most of them are disappointing.
Usually, I find them way too sweet. Basically, that's the problem.
Too much lactose, way too sweet, weird mouth.
Yeah.
Most of them are disappointing, but I mean, there's like lemon bar beer. Like anything you think of, we've made a beer out of it over here. Somebody's trying to
Any type of dessert or food, it's
I mean,
I think pickle beer.
The thing is with them, you can't drink a lot of them, so it's like I'll buy the odd one just to try, but. Like you said, usually it's like, oh, well, it was all right, I suppose. But most of the time they're too sweet, and so I just stick to the traditional stuff.
Yeah, pickle beer is the only one I go back to. Can't beat it.
Oh, I've never had that. It doesn't exist over here so far, anyway.
Oh, pickle beer. Grillo's Pickles they make a Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I need to try that, dude.
Collab with Grillo's Pickles, which is, I think, just a locally, pickle brand, but they do and it's fantastic. And then if you're really feeling frisky, you get yourself one of those airplane bottle pickle vodka shots and you dump it in on top of your beer, and it's fantastic. It is.
I would love to try that pickles PBR and Grillo's combo.
Yeah, I would love to try that.
Well, you can make your own. Just buy some pickles from Aldi or something, or.
I know, but the Grillo's combo, the Grillo's, the Grillo's like blend, let's say, of pickles is supposed to be very special.
It is.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So the guy was like a designer, and he started designing like shoes for Nike, and was pitching Nike, pitching them, and they were like, "Nah, you suck ass." Like, never come back here. Don't show your face in this town again. And he went fucking basically homeless, and then went back to his mum's house, and then just started selling pickles from the trunk of his car.
And which country was this?
America.
Oh, right.
And now he's got one of the biggest pickle brands in the United States, dude, and it's phenomenal. And he's doing collaborations with some of the biggest brands for beer, for the biggest. It's crazy, and like 18 months, this guy blew up in a way, which was like he's got merch shops in downtown New York and everything like that. People are buying. Wow. He's got collaborations with Crocs that are pickles shaped Crocs.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's wild. The guy.
The pickles there's something different about them. I don't know what they are, but they're fantastic.
Well, we love our pickled onions in the UK. We do we call them gherkins here. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if they're different or
no. Yeah,
pickles, gherkins.
We do like them as well, but I think from my experience, our elder sort of members are into the pickled onions.
It's interesting because we pickle onions in the UK. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. Have you ever had a pickled onion?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
Have you?
It's a big part of like barbecue.
What a pickled egg? Have you ever had a pickled egg?
Oh yeah, pickled eggs good as well.
We
It's
we
a
pickle,
big thing in the
we
South.
pickle everything here. Pickled eggs, pickled pig
Yeah.
feet, pickled chicken feet.
And like
Pickled-
I think going back to the beginning when we started, like you said, it's because the Scots and the Irish colonized the middle of this country, and I think that's where it all came from. And it hasn't gone away. I mean,
Thank
we
God.
Yeah, probably because it was a form of preservation, wasn't it? So to send sort of food around, they pickle everything, and
And that's smoked meats as well. That's what smoked meats are, a way to preserve.
yeah, well, that's Eastern.
yeah,
isn't it?
pickled veggies, smoked meats, and distilled
Yeah.
breads.
Yeah, and
That'll
bourbon.
last you forever. That'll last you through the winter.
That's right.
And bourbon never gets
That's
old.
right. That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
No.
It's antibacterial. Antibacterial. It can
right.
Yeah.
wash away the STDs.
Right.
Wash
Yeah.
away the dirt, grime, and the sorrow.
Yeah.
Well, it's good for two of those things. You decide.
No. Well, that's the thing. The older stuff is always, stood the test of time. Doesn't matter what it is. It's old for a reason. It's continued. It's done this thing.
That's it, dude. That's it. Guys, I need to split. I've got a hospital.
Sure.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, Wasman, we're about to sign out here.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Thanks for
Yeah.
Stopping by here. It was great meeting you.
Please
Yeah,
join us
cool.
again. Please
Yeah.
come
Yes,
back and talk to us
yeah.
again.
Definitely find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. If you're on any of the socials, look us up.
I only use YouTube, but I'll try
We're-
and find you guys in
we're-
the
yeah,
whatever.
subscribe to us on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Please
Yes.
join us,
on
join us
YouTube.
again.
We're-
Yeah,
we do
absolutely.
this. We do this every week.
Yeah, cool.
At the same time, that link's always open. So if you ever want to come back, definitely hit that link up, and we'll gladly
Yeah.
have you back on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So
Nice one, guys.
Great.
it was
Thank you
great-
for joining us.
great meeting you.
Appreciate it. Absolutely.
Cheers, man.
Take it easy, goose.
Take it easy, mate.
See you later.
So, Paul, one question before we sign off. You sign off. Obviously, it's a big stereotype that you guys eat beans and toast. How much better is beans and toast with ranch?
You know what? Can I be honest with you? I might be the absolute worst guy to ask this, right? Because this is like full 100%. This is an exclusive. I've never eaten beans on toast.
This is
Good for you.
So our buddy Raul asked. He said something earlier in the chat about beans and toast, and I was like, "Hold on, I got to ask this question."
I would try beans on toast with ranch. Not without, though.
No, not without.
So-
Because I know.
Well, I think that needs to be your next video.
Yeah,
Dude, I think we might be. I think we could do that.
and then
I
the
think
second question is: in the States, it's a big thing, ranch versus blue cheese. Have you had blue cheese yet?
I've eaten blue cheese, but do you mean like blue cheese dip?
It's like
Dressing,
a dip.
Yeah.
It's like a dip
yeah.
dressing. It has like the chunky blue cheese in it.
So the
And
funny
it's
thing is,
Fucking
like
disgusting.
Oh fuck
the-
you! I will chug blue cheese out of a container before I
No.
even look at ranch. Fuck,
That's-
ranch is the most disgusting.
No.
I waited this whole episode to say this.
Yeah.
Ranch is the most disgusting fucking thing in the
Yeah.
world.
No,
blue
no, I like
cheese.
ranch.
Jeez.
Blue cheese all day.
No.
I'm a blue.
No.
I say blue cheese over ranch, but ranch is fantastic.
No.
So I don't
I cannot stand
echo
ranch.
Jerry, but blue cheese is better.
I cannot stand ranch.
You're both wrong, but that's okay.
Is there a third option?
No.
Yeah,
in
I
America-
like those two.
The third
You go
option
home.
is none of them.
Honey mustard. No, honey
fuck.
mustard's the
Yeah,
next
honey
American option. I think is honey mustard.
Which is
Honey
good.
mustard's
I love
delicious,
honey
especially
mustard.
with fried pickles, like I told
Or-
you earlier. Fried
Or
pickles.
nowadays, I bet you Chick-fil-A sauce is taking over honey mustard.
Fuck
You know
that.
what? They actually
I
sell
want
Chick-fil-A
cane.
sauce in the supermarket here.
Oh, I have it in my fridge in a big old container. My
Yep.
kid loves it. She puts it on everything.
I'm going
Cane-
to try that. I need to try that.
Cane sauce is so much better than Chick-fil-A.
I agree. I gave her cane sauce, and she still likes Chick-fil-A sauce. But I think
Oh,
cane
We
sauce-
had a
so much
Cane's open
better.
up here. We haven't tried it yet.
Oh,
But,
it's so much better.
Before we get on a larger tangent, I just had to ask those questions. But
Yeah.
thank you,
I'll
Paul.
answer. I will answer, but I will say this. Right. What is it? Blue cheese? I never tried blue cheese.
Gotta
Right.
make sure it's chunky though. You gotta make
It's
sure
got to be chunky. It's got
Can I
to
ask
have
a question?
cheese in it.
Is it Marie's blue cheese?
Marie's.
You've
is a
heard
good
of
one.
Marie's?
Yeah.
Marie's is a good one.
So when we just came there the last time in Nashville, we were in the Kroger, and we're walking in the Kroger, and my mum is called Marie, right? And we're like, Mum, like, look, there's you've got cheese here, and she's like, oh, that's Marie's blue cheese, and basically she did. Yeah, that's Marie's
Yep.
blue cheese. That's my mum's cheese.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That is my mother's cheese. So if that, if that
Like
makes
it.
you hungry, then that is Marie's.
Well, the way you
won't
say
like
that.
it.
I would never try Marie's cheese, but if there's another brand you can recommend,
There's plenty of brands out there.
You won't like it. You won't like it as much as ranch. I promise.
I think it's like blue cheese and wings. Like you need buffalo wings and blue cheese dip is fucking.
Sure.
That's top. That's
Oh,
god
second
tier
it
food.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's god tier. That's what Zeus is eating on Mount Olympus right now.
Yes.
Like he's now fucking around, but he's dipping his fries in ranch.
There you go.
So-
there you go. There you go.
And something else in honey mustard. I'm gonna try that. Pickles.
Yeah, you got your fried pickles and honey mustard. You got to try that. It's
Try it.
It's the shit. Especially if you can find a Sonic that still has fried pickles. Those are
Oh fuck! Is that even a thing that they just don't have updated menus?
well, some of them do and some of them don't. The one next to me had fried pickle fries, and then the next town over where I actually live, they had fried pickle. The round
Oh, the chunky.
motherfuckers.
Yeah. Fuck.
That being said, most barbecue joints, especially in like Tennessee, have fried
Yep.
pickles, so you
They
should be
do.
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Well, I hate to go, guys, but do you know what?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you one last snippet why America's awesome.
Go for it.
Because in America, if you're sick and you have enough money, which is obviously a caveat, or insurance, you can go to the doctor and say, I'm sick. Like, help me. In the UK, you cannot go to the doctor and say that you're sick. You have to wait to tell the doctor that you're sick. Then he has to agree that you're sick. Then he has to send you to somebody that can verify that you're sick. And then you have to wait for him to record that you're sick. And so the reason why I'm leaving right now is not of my own volition. It's the fact that I have been waiting 1 year and 8 months to see a doctor.
Jeez.
Jesus.
So, and I have lost my ability to walk on my right leg. I cannot walk properly right now. And I really need to see this doctor tomorrow because that is my only opportunity. Otherwise, I have to pay $10,000 to see a private doctor.
Ah,
Oh
And
my
we
God.
don't have this an option to pay out of pocket here, other than the fact it's $10,000.
Jeez.
So people who are saying like, "Oh, the UK healthcare system is free," yeah, do you know what? Sometimes free shit sucks.
uh-huh.
You know what?
It-
You know when you get all those beer brand fucking T-shirts and they fall apart in 2 years because there's like no thread count on them. That's the level of free healthcare that we have here in the UK. So I hate to fucking end it on a bad note, but I need to go here tomorrow because it is my last and only hope to not lose the ability to walk in my right leg.
Yeah.
Oh, do
No,
what you gotta
we'll
do.
let you
That's horrible.
let you get off
Oh,
here.
Yeah, let you
That-
get off here for sure.
Definitely.
I do like walking. I do enjoy walking. It's one of my many
Definitely.
pastimes.
definitely. Thanks for joining us. It's been
We appreciate
great.
you so much.
Hey, the
Anytime,
pleasure is mine, guys.
Yeah, it's been
anytime you
great.
want to hop on again, just send us a message.
Please.
We'll-
100%. Yeah.
We'll get you back on. No,
and
no
we're gonna
issue.
have to do a Malort no reaction challenge.
That's a deal.
That'll be another episode. Figure out a bunch of like American shit you want to do. We'll do it on this episode.
I'll
We can
smuggle
do that.
back a bunch of. I'm trying to figure out which beer would now explode in my suitcase, so I'll need to get cans maybe or something like that. I'll probably bring back a bunch of like beers when I'm there the next time. That's why I said I'm going to come to maybe Texas for healthcare at the end of the month to come and see a specialist, then come back because it's cheaper. It's literally cheaper for me to fly to America, get seen by
Fucking
somebody, then come back
ridiculous.
to the UK. It's fucking crazy, dude. So I might steal some like beers. Don't tell TSA or Marco Rubio. And then I'll come back and then we can probably do that. But I can get Malort in the meantime. But for sure, I will be back on, guys. Honestly, I loved it so much. Thank you so much
Great.
for inviting me.
Oh, thank
It's a
you for coming
pleasure. So much fun, really.
Awesome.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, mate. Anytime. And next time I will be loaded with the good stuff, my lord.
There you go.
Have a good
Right,
night.
boys, have a great night.
Yeah, you
Appreciate
too.
Should I just press the end call button, hang up the call?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
just
All right, I'm
yeah,
going to
you're
do it.
good.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, goodbye.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
So that's going to bring us. That was an awesome episode, and I think that's going to bring us to the end of another one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pushing 2 o'clock in the morning, I think, for him. So
Yeah, it's getting pretty late there. As always, we're going to encourage you to support your local veterans, active duty military members, first responders, all these folks. Nurses and doctors. They're giving everything they got for us. And as you just heard, our healthcare system is what it is. But here's this gentleman. And it's much worse there in a first world country, for crying out loud. So let's go ahead and give those folks that are in that system, helping us out. Let's give them some support.
Yeah,
What are you gonna say, Terry?
paying for medical services kind of sucks, but at the same time, when you hear you got to wait a year and a half, almost 2 years, just to see somebody, I'm like,
Yep.
you know what? I would rather pay to see somebody tomorrow to get this shit figured out.
I could go to urgent care right now, 4 minutes from my house, and pay $25 and be seen for anything. Maybe have to go to a specialist after that, but it won't take more than a week or so to get a specialist appointment. So yeah, it's scary to think that's something, like you said, in a first world country that they're dealing with.
Exactly.
It sucks for him, and wish him all the best. Hopefully he gets it straightened out tomorrow. If not, come down to Texas. They'll fix you right up. They'll get you a new leg if you need one.
That's right.
It might not
and
be
of course-
a human leg, but it'll be a leg.
You'll run faster.
we want to encourage you to look out for children in your community. The world's crazy, not getting any better, and the most vulnerable among us need our help. So let's make sure to keep an eye on them. And until next week, it's been a great time. Cheers.